York Revolution is on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball is brought to you by Wellspan Sports Medicine, PeoplesBank, Shipley Energy, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Maple Donuts, Harvey's Rent-All, Flying Feet, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Broadway Transmission, Dasher Investment Services, Smith Wealth Advisory Group, Royal Manchester Golf Links, Dutch Apple Dinner Theater, York County Bar Association, Lidl, CBD Supply MD York, Crunch Fitness, Columbia Gas, York County Solid Waste Authority, PSECU, and by the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Deep left center, it is gone! Swing and a miss, he struck him out! Base hit! Revs win!
Now with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the York Revolution, Daryl Henry.
Good evening, everyone, from PeoplesBank Park here in downtown York. Welcome to game number 48 of York Revolution Baseball. Tonight, the Revs open one of their longer homestands of the season, first of 9. And tonight, it's the first of 3 midweek against the West Virginia Power. Hi again, everybody. Daryl Henry alongside Ray Jensen. Welcome to Revs Baseball. Power making their first ever visit to York here tonight. I guess they're going with the Charlies on the road, even on a Tuesday. Those are the jerseys that they're wearing tonight, the throwbacks. But Revs are hoping to throw back to some winning times here as they come back home. And things got off to a great start on that road trip, winning the first 2 in Lancaster, which gave them 4 consecutive wins. They have since dropped the last 4 and were swept at Long Island over the weekend, falling to 7.5 back, 20-27 the record. West Virginia has had a worse time, though. They are 18-27, and they are 11.5 out in the Atlantic League South and have really struggled on the road. So the Revs hoping to take advantage of that and build up some wins here at home here this week. And Ray, the series at Long Island, the Revs in the first 2 of those 3 games got some fantastic starting pitching, but it was really a series that highlighted the way that Long Island has won games, pitching and defense, and unfortunately the Revs this season have not been able to do that often enough.
Yeah, you're not going to score too many runs against the Ducks, and they do a good job of preventing their opponents from scoring, and when they can, they're able to score in bunches. They're not the hottest hitting team, but as you mentioned, defense and pitching have been the way for them. And now York turns to welcoming a West Virginia Power team who has had sort of the opposite of a season as Long Island has. Defense not so good, the pitching has struggled at times, and the bats have been clicking though. And for York, I think they have to get the better of another struggling team and get some home cooking going tonight.
If those statistical trends hold, we could have some long, wild games here at home this week, and there were at least a couple of those in the 3 games when the Revs made their first visit to West Virginia about 2 weeks ago. And tonight it'll be left-hander Johan Lopez making the start. No record, ERA 12.60. Righty Eric Sekula goes for West Virginia. He is 2-5 with an ERA of 4.88. Lopez was better in Lancaster last week, pretty efficient early, but then ran into trouble in the 5th inning. They had to bail him then, so not as long as you would like to see a starter go, but hopefully the improvement continues.
Absolutely. I think for Johan, he's been looking better and better each start, and it's very promising. But for one, the walks have to go a little bit to the wayside and get the strikeout numbers up. But I think he definitely was better in Lancaster in terms of efficiency back on the 14th, and it's just keeping the good momentum rolling into this start against the Power.
Take a look at what's on tap, brought to you by Brewery Products and Bud Light, which is always on tap here at PeoplesBank Park. Tonight on the pregame show, we'll have a look at what's coming up on this 9-game homestand. Revs settle in for a bit, and in fact, next Monday they've got a big event with the Brooks Robinson Classic golf outing at Royal Manchester Golf Links. So we've got a lot going on for the next 10 days here in York before we hit the road again. Ray will have a look at what's coming up on this homestand in our next segment. We've got Mace teed up on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report as well. It is a warm and hazy night here at PeoplesBank Park. It's humid. There's air quality alerts. The board says 91 degrees. And believe it or not, if you haven't seen the stories, according to the news, and they're never wrong, the hazy look is actually from the wildfires out west, and that air has been making its way across the continent. And that is, according to the news, why things look hazy in our area and across the Northeast here these days. But it is a hot one here in mid-July. And again, a 6:30 first pitch. Revs look to get back on the winning note tonight here on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make our communities great, and to you having a great time at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Vicki from Brewery Products. Stay tuned to catch the latest episode of Beer Talk airing throughout the day here on WOYK. Each day will feature one of our great brewers and share fascinating stories behind their products. Hear how they got started, how they brew, and their own favorite selections. You might even find a new favorite for yourself. Beer Talk is presented by Brewery Products every day right here on WOYK.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Revs and the West Virginia Power kicking off this 9-game homestand tonight, or the Charleston Charlies as they go by on Tuesday nights, an homage to baseball past in Charleston, West Virginia. Ray, this is the start of a 9-gamer, one of the longer homestands, well, really in Revs history. They're not typically that long, but obviously one of the longer ones this season, and it starts tonight. What do we have coming up as far as highlights?
Well, tonight, of course, Daryl's the War of the Roses seatbelt challenge in Game 1 versus the Power. Tomorrow, Game 2 on Wednesday, the Legally Blonde night, bend and snap at the Revs. We have food and drink in Elle's favorite color. We'll have the Pink Sundae at Cannonball's Creamery, and the Confectioner at Closer's Bar will be on tap. On Thursday, the third game finale will be Throwback Thursday, and bring out your blue suede shoes. It'll be 50s, going back to the 50s on Throwback Thursday. This upcoming Thursday, and we'll be welcoming the Ducks starting on Friday. Game 1 will feature the Revs Olympics, presented by UPMC. Will also be a Foodie Friday featuring sliders with cheddar cheese, bacon, fried pickles, onion rings, and boom boom sauce, and also a Fast Play Friday presented by the PA Lottery. Then that Saturday, Game 2 will be Superhero Night, presented by PA Virtual Charter School, Superhero Jersey Auction benefiting Community Progress Council, and also a superhero costume contest. All ages are encouraged to dress as their favorite superhero and join in on the fun, and also post-game fireworks this coming Saturday. And then we cap off the weekend on Sunday and all holiday celebration with food and drink specials all across the ballpark at PeoplesBank Park. Valentine's Sunday, red and white blue ring pops, hot dog flash sale, a Christmas drink at Closer's Bar, and it's also another crab feast presented by Captain's Bob's Crabs. And also, if a Sunday, we have Bark in the Park, the dogs able to join their owners. And of course, every Sunday is Sunday Family Fun Day presented by Wise Market. So pregame catch on the field, autograph sessions, and postgame kids run the bases. And then we'll cap it off with a 3-game set against the Legends next week. And Tuesday will be social media night in Game 1 against Lexington. Then Game 2, Progress in the Park, presented by Community Progress Council next Wednesday. And the first 300 kids will receive a free pair of sunglasses. And we'll finish the homestand off this coming Thursday, July 29th, with a Throwback Thursday. We'll go a decade up from the 50s. It'll be the 60s on Throwback Thursday next Thursday. And that'll cap off a 9-game homestand, Daryl.
All right, and get your tickets at YorkRevolution.com, 717-801-HITS, and at the Shipley Energy ticket office. Right now, we'll take a break. Hear from Mace. Broadway Transmission Manager's Report is coming up next.
The 1741 Club is here. You in? PeoplesBank Park introduces a revolution in hospitality in York. The 1741 Club, presented by UPMC. Now open on the skybox level of PeoplesBank Park, the 1741 Club features stylish design and contemporary decor, all-inclusive food and beverages, and totally flexible ticket purchase options. The hottest spot in York is the place to entertain and thank customers, reward employees, celebrate family occasions, or simply treat yourself to an all-inclusive experience at the ballpark. Nightly menus include enhanced classics and a rotation of special offerings, and house selections of draft beer and wine and a full range of non-alcoholic beverages are included in the ticket price. 1741 Club tickets are available for individual purchase through 3 levels of membership or as season tickets, and they can be used for any of the York Revolution's home games based on availability. The 1741 Club, presented by UPMC. You in? Details and pricing at 1741club.com.
Shadowfax is committed to helping people with intellectual disabilities live an everyday life in their home and community. Currently, Shadowfax is seeking applicants with a passion for making a difference, one person at a time. Open positions include Residential Direct Support Professional, LPN, Day Services Community Participation Support, Residential Scheduler, Training Manager, and more. Shadowfax offers comprehensive benefits packages and a $1,000 sign-on bonus for most positions if hired before August 1st. For a full list of open positions and pay rates, visit shadowfax.org. Shadowfax, building relationships, creating possibilities. Shadowfax is an equal opportunity employer.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for the latest on your York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace. Well, coming off a tough weekend at Long Island, and you kind of put the series in general into a big picture, it kind of seems like pitching and defense is where Long Island won that. And you did get a couple of really good starts, but some of the plays they made, things like that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Nicely give us a great start on Friday, and Steinford give us a good one on Saturday. But, we either imploded with our bullpen or starting pitching or errors. The first night we got shut out, so, you tip your cap to them, but we did have a lot of guys left on base and a lot of strikeouts, too. We struck out way too much every game up there, at least 11 or so every game. That's like half your outs. So, we got to do a better job of putting the ball in play, especially down toward the bottom of the order. We got beat up pretty good. Melky had a great series. I don't know, 6 for 6 at one time with 2 homers. So that's a pretty good way to go. But offensively, we did enough. Saturday and Sunday we did enough offensively to win, but we couldn't keep them from scoring.
Malky, he hit almost 600 for the week. Is he like the hottest hitter in the sport right now?
In our league, I would say in our league for sure. He's having really good approaches too. He's talking to the guys in the dugout, what he's looking for, and then he's going up there and actually executing it most of the time. So he's looking for certain pitches, and when he gets them, he's hitting them pretty well. So, it would be nice if some of our other guys would take that approach. Just don't go up there looking for every ball and swing no matter where it is. Just, be patient and wait for something that you like. So hopefully he'll rub off on some of the guys, especially some of the younger guys that, when they come up with runners on base, they want to swing the bat first pitch no matter what. And they're using that against us, and we're getting ourselves out a lot of times.
Yeah. If you look at not only who's in the lineup tonight, but where they are tonight, it seems like to a little bit of an extent, guys are kind of determining the lineup based on who's hitting well, who's approaching it well right now. Yeah,
I agree. Look, when we're giving up as many runs as we are every night, whether it's pitching or defense or a combination of both, I have to have guys in the lineup to give us a chance to score runs, because it really doesn't look like we're going to play any any 4-3 games anytime soon. So, it's Sunday. We gave up 7 in one inning. We gave up 5 in one inning. And, I think in the 7-run inning, I don't even know if any balls left the infield. I mean, maybe 1 or 2, but a lot of walks, a lot of wild pitches, a lot of hit batters, a lot of errors. So, when we have chances to turn double plays this year, we're not doing it. And no matter how much we work on it before the game, batting practice, when the lights come on, it's different. It's the same with pitchers too. When pitchers come in from the bullpen, they're Cy Young down there, and then when we get out here, it's with a hitter in there and an umpire, it changes. So that is something that the individual has to be able to command. That we can't get in their head for them. They have to control their emotion and just the way they're going to approach the game. So we got to do a better job of that. And even across the league in general, how many times this year have you seen guys come in to pitch and the first pitch they throw in between innings goes to the backstop? I mean, it's like the most unbelievable thing. I could be writing stuff down on my dugout card, and all of a sudden I hear thump, and I'm like, did that ball really just hit the padding behind home plate? I mean, and there's a lot of it. It's just not our team. It's every team. So I'm not sure where the focus is or the sense of urgency, but we have 13 games left this half, and, we're either going to have guys play their way in or play their way out. That's just kind of how it's going to be.
You got Lopez making the start tonight, and the other night in Lancaster, some pretty good innings early. I think maybe the third time through the order is kind of where it started to turn. But what was your assessment on where he is and where he is going into this one?
Well, I think efficiency-wise, he's gotten a little bit better than the first start. Still a lot of pitches and a lot of behind in the count. So, all the pitchers, I mean, the league in general, you have to try to get ahead of the hitters. Every hitter is 1-0. I mean, it's almost inevitable it's 1-0. And if it's 1-0 or 0-1, then eventually it's 3-1. I mean, so that's why the games take forever. It's just every at-bat is 3-2 and foul balls and whatever. And, so the hitters, he got to get ahead of the hitter. He got to stay ahead of the hitter. And, he has to hone his mechanics in a little bit better. And, I know he's more confident after the last start. So we'll see how it goes tonight.
All right, Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck.
Yep, thanks.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report. He is meeting with the umpires and Mark Minikazi, West Virginia skipper, at home plate as we speak. Starting lineups tonight are brought to you by Flying Feet for the Power, who are fourth in the league in hitting, 279, but last in runs scored. It'll be Connor Myers leading off in center field. Scott Kelly, longtime Somerset Patriot, is at second base, hitting second. Teodoro Martinez, who's fourth in the league in batting currently, is in left field hitting third. Reimer Liriano is the DH, and he'll be in the cleanup spot. Alberto Callaspo, third base, he is hitting fifth. Edwin Espinal at first base will bat sixth. Elmer Reyes, who had a walk-off base hit against the Revs a couple of weeks ago in Charleston, he's at shortstop hitting seventh. Alfonso Reyes, the catcher, bats eighth. And Miles Williams, who's with his third different team in the league this season, is in right field hitting ninth. Again, Myers, Kelly, Martinez, Liriano, Callaspo, Espinal, Reyes, Reyes, and Williams for the Power. And they do tend to put the ball in play. Last in the league in walks, next to last in strikeouts. They have lost Jimmy Paredes since we saw them last, along with a couple of others. Closer Gene Machi. They all had a mass exodus to Mexico shortly after we were there a couple of weeks ago. Nothing quite like a mass exodus to Mexico. And for the Revs here tonight, their lineup will be James Harris in right field leading things off. Jack Kenley at second base is hitting second. Batting third in left field, Malky Mesa. Cleanup man is first home game back, Nelly Rodriguez, and he will be asked to play third base again tonight. It is something that he's done a little bit of during his career, And first home game back for him since his stint south of the border. He'll be playing third. Carlos Castro at first base will hit fifth. Wellington Dotel back to the DH spot here tonight, and he is hitting sixth. Jan Sanchez, they moved him down in the order the other day, trying to take some heat off of him. He had been struggling. He'll be in the seventh spot tonight, playing at shortstop. Lennon Rodriguez starts behind the plate. He's hitting eighth. And Darian Sanford, who has struggled at the plate here of late, they will also move him down to the number 9 spot, and he is in center. Again, it's Harris, Kenley, Mesa, Rodriguez, Castro, Dotel, Sanchez, Rodriguez, and Sanford for the Revs, who come in third in the league and hitting at .282, fourth in runs scored. And most nights, on average, have scored enough to win. In fact, they lost 2 out of 3 at West Virginia, but outscored them 26-23. And in that series, Ray, they outwalked them 31-25. That's in 3 games. Those were not clean games. We'll see what we get here at home tonight, but they're coming off a trip to Long Island, a team in a stadium that has seen some of the lower scoring games this year, and again, Long Island kind of beat them with pitching and defense. Tonight, Revs hoping that the home cooking gets them back on track.
Absolutely, Daryl, and I think the biggest key for York is just keeping the play in the field clean, as minimal as errors they possibly can against a West Virginia team who is hitting well at the plate, because the power will be able to pounce on any missed opportunities by the Revs gloves tonight. And the Revs, they got to do the same. Feast on any opportunities the power give you for extra at-bats, and don't let up, as these games will probably be high scoring and long.
Could be. Revs take the field here tonight. Let's send it down to the field and listen in. Looks like Diamond Doug is going to have our national anthem tonight. Well, I guess we once again lost our feed to the booth, so we'll just crank it up.
And welcome Diamond Doug for the performance of our national anthem, presented by AmeriChoice Federal Credit Union. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose rough lights and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we won were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, it proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and all
Well, fine job as always by Diamond Doug. Apologies, Douglas. We wanted to tap in straight to the booth, and that was working pregame. I guess it has since gotten yanked for some reason, but Revs have taken the field tonight. Johan Lopez making his second home start, the first one in his Revs debut. Didn't go so hot against Lancaster, but he got a second chance at them on the road last Wednesday night, and it certainly fared better in that one. Pretty efficient until he got into that fifth inning. No record in 3 starts, a 12.60 ERA, 10 innings, 14 hits, 17 walks, only 1 strikeout. Opponents have hit 378, but Wednesday, Ian Lancaster certainly his best to date. And you go back to his first start, which was at home against Lancaster, 2 1/3, 10 runs. The second one at West Virginia, 3 2/3, 5 runs, only 1 was earned, and only 1 hit, but he had 8 walks in that one, really struggled with strike percentage, had 90 pitches, just 36 strikes, but Wednesday in Lancaster better, a game that the Revs won 7-4. He went 4+ innings, giving up 3 runs, ultimately finished with 6 hits allowed and 5 walks, but again, first 4 innings, just 1 run allowed, had a 5-1 lead. Revs were able to bail him before a big 5th inning, and the bullpen did a phenomenal job holding the lead that night. So hoping to take it another step tonight as Connor Myers digs in, and we are set to go. Our Dasher Investment Services first pitch here tonight, and it is outside. We are underway. It's a 6:35 at start time this evening here at PeoplesBank Park. Revs in their home whites. Here's the 1-0, and a swing and a miss. And good downward movement on that one. Myers, who's played 9 games since signing, he had been released out of AA in the Cubs system. 256 hitter, does have 5 steals in his first 9 with West Virginia as he shows bunt and deadens it first base side, and it will stay on the grass foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lopez gets ahead. That's a good sign for him to work ahead here early in the game tonight. They power in their Charleston Charlies throwback jerseys. Mostly yellow, black, and baby blue stripes. Pitch is a curveball that slips and misses high and wide. And they also have the big baby blue circle for the number plate on the back. Very unique look. Lopez winds. Here's the 2-2. And a swing and a foul back to the netting. And
much appreciated for our eyes as well, that big blue circle.
Yes. And is it the Packers or the Bears or both that their throwback uniforms have that circle for the number?
I know for sure the Packers.
Okay.
Do. I don't know about the Bears.
Breaking ball outside, 3-2. Plate on tonight, Buzz Albert. He's all wired up. Tim Detweiler at first, Bill Reuter at third. And Lopez the wind and the payoff. And it's inside. Goes to the backstop. Well, that's not what he wanted. Got ahead 1-2 and loses him to ball 4. Leadoff man on, and Myers does run. He is a willing base runner, 5 for 5 in steals in his first 9 games. Our weather tonight brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. The board now says 89. Weather.com says the air is 85. Feels like 89 in York. And supposedly it's sunny, but maybe if you squint a little, it is hazy. And according to the news, who's always right, here's Scott Kelly, who shows bunt and takes a strike. That is due to the air from the wildfires out west.
Also some wildfires up in Canada,
right,
apparently contributing to the haze as well.
Yes.
All fronts.
That's right. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a miss. Kelly chases on the ground. That was a changeup from Lopez and a good one. Kelly hitting .311, 4 home runs, 19 driven in. And he was a real problem the series against York. 6 for 12, 5 RBIs, stole 2 of his 4 bases. Castro holds Myers at first. Lopez standing straight up tall, now steps off. He is 6'6", 200 pounds, 22-year-old from Santiago, Dominican Republic.
Bit of a David and Goliath situation going on with Lopez facing Scott Kelly.
Yeah, there is. 0-2. And a swing and a tapper softly left side. It's Jan charging in from short, and the throw to first is late. Now a race to third, and Rodriguez making a running catch, going for the tag, and they got Myers trying to take the extra base. Mark Minikazi, the manager coaching at third, he is miffed. He thought Myers was in on the head first slide, both of them going at Bill Reuter. And Reuter explaining what he saw. So Nelly, now he tried to cut in front of Jan to have a play on that ball, and now Reuter and Buzz Albert are going to chat, so this will be interesting. But Nelly tried to cut in front, couldn't get to it. Jan made the attempt. Buzz tells Minikazi to back off, I think, as they discuss this. And then Myers, with his speed, tried to beat Nelly from second to third. Rodriguez, realizing that, he had to go hustling all the way over and catch Castro, who basically had to lead him to third like a QB. Put a little touch on that throw, caught it, went for the tag. They call him out on the field, and we shall see. Out is the call, and Myers, again, can't believe it. Pointing down at where he thought he was safely in. I don't know, did he maybe come off the base? Now Minikazi tells his player to go back to the dugout and not get tossed. It is a welcome first out because it would have been 2 on with nobody out. Sounds like some helmet slamming down in the dugout. They give Kelly an infield hit on that slow bouncer. I think a good throw from Jan. It pulled Castro off slightly, but I don't think it would have been in time. But they get the out 3-5 at third. Here's Teodoro Martinez, and Lopez delivers low. Kelly takes Myers' spot at first with 1 out. Martinez hitting .370. That is 4th in the league. .429 off lefties. He's got 2 home runs. 1-0. And a swing and a ground ball. Left side again. Sanchez to his right. Fires to second. Safe there. Kenley came off. And it's first and second with 1 out. Revs miss a chance at an out. Sanchez had to range to his right, got in front of it, knew he had to rush the throw, and it yanks Kenley off the bag, trying to hold second. That'll be a fielder's choice, E6. Revs unable to get out of the first inning without an error tonight. Here is Reimer Liriano, the DH. Lopez checks second a couple of times, delivers, and a curveball bends in off the plate. Liriano hitting .290, 5 home runs. He is batted in 20. Two on, 1 out. Here's the stretch. And the 1-0, fastball, that's down and away. Sunday could really be a microcosm of what's gone wrong, as a new ball will be tossed to Lopez. That one in the dirt a little bit. But Revs with 4 errors in Sunday's game. And then incredibly tied a team record with 5 double plays turned. 2-0, and it's right down the middle for a strike. I feel like the errors were more costly than the double plays were helpful.
That seems about right. You figure for every error you commit, there should have been 2 double plays you should have turned, or something like that.
Yeah. The 2-1, that's down low. Revs won the first meeting in West Virginia, then they blew the second one. And in the third one, trying to come back all night, tied it, but gave up the winning run in the 8th. 3-1, and it's in the dirt. Ball 4. Second walk of the inning. That'll load the bases with still only one away. And that's where these errors really hurt. The extra outs. There have been countless innings where it's been tough enough just to get 3 outs here this season. Here is Alberto Callaspo, who's hitting .358, 8th in the league, couple home runs. He is also second in on base. Major league veteran of 10 years. And pitch from Lopez, fastball, that's right there for a strike. Callaspo, he's just 5'8", now 38 years old. I'm looking through you, Ray, don't worry.
Wonderful.
It's the 0-1, and that misses high. He's hit .414 with men in scoring position. Three for 6 with them loaded, couple doubles. A 1-1, and that's high. The strike percentage has been a problem for Lopez. Even his last start, 81 pitches, only 37 strikes, and it was better than that at times. It fell off in that final inning. On the 2-1, and it is up and away. Nowhere to put him. He is 21 pitches deep. Has the bases loaded with 1 out. 3-1 offering, and there's a good one. 2-seam strike, little run back off the inside corner, 3-2. It's now, well, get to it in a moment. Here's the payoff, and it is down and in. Ball 4, run walked in. And West Virginia with a 1-0 lead here in the first inning tonight. And again, they've not hit the ball out of the infield. Been a lot of big innings this year, not just with York, but around the league where a ball doesn't even leave the infield with all these walks. Reds are sending Bruce Bell to the bullpen mound right now. Is Lopez third walk, 23 pitches, just 10 strikes so far. Here is Edwin Espinal. First pitch from Lopez, fastball. It is just outside. That was close.
I didn't see Daryl. Did Sandy do the shimmy?
I missed it. Again, it's my favorite thing in life.
It's like finding Bigfoot.
Yeah. Close. Lopez will go full windup, the 1-0, and that just missed away. Boy, those last two close. Feel like those are some that the human umpire might be willing to give. The 2-0, and this one is right over for a strike. Espinal hitting .298, 4 home runs, 19 batted in. Dangerous hitter. 2-1, and he swings, skies it, left center. Sanford starts back, now in, runs it down. They'll tag from third. Sanford unleashes toward the mound. Castro has to cut it, and a run scores on the sac fly. RBI number 20 for Espinal. Teodoro Martinez scores 2-0 West Virginia here in the top of the first. But you need outs, and take that trade at this point. Now here is Elmer Reyes, who's hitting .258. He's got 2 long balls, 12 driven in. First and second pitch from Lopez is down low. He's the 7th hitter of the inning. Reyes against York, 5 for 14 with a double. He asked for time and backs out. He had a walk-off base hit against the Revs. It's Thursday the 8th. It's the 1-0, and he swings, drives it in the air toward the corner and right. James Harris giving it a long look, long run. It lands just up into the bullpen balcony, and Karam's free. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's where my workout's going to start tomorrow, Ray. Does that inspire you?
Yeah.
All right. Another good talk.
If you want, I could start at the opposite end and see who finished first. Yeah.
Oh, here's a line drive to left, and it's down on a hop in front of Mesa. They will hold Liriano at third, though, as Malky guns it in to Nelly, who cuts it off. No further damage yet. Single loads them up. That is their first outfield hit. Had an infield hit earlier in the inning, and now the 8th batter, Alfonso Reda, will come to the plate. Reda hitting .206 with a home run. Lopez delivers. It is off the plate away. Their catching situation has been interesting. Reda's a veteran who's been in some of the indie leagues, but they had been using a couple rookies. Pitch is a fastball for a strike, and that's all because Yovan Gonzalez had been hurt. He is their veteran. Next one is over for a strike, fastball. And Lopez, a rare hitter that he's been ahead of. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He kicks, he fires, and it sails way high. Lennon, who's not a big guy, has to extend up to squeeze that. Rodriguez at 5'9". Reach as high as he could without leaving his feet. 2-2. Wind and the pitch, and a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball by him, and that ends the top of the first, but not before West Virginia scores twice. 2 hits, 1 error, bases left loaded. We've played a half inning tonight. It's the Power 2 and the Revs coming up.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission again, and this time I have things on my mind, like warranty and service after the repair. You already know Broadway Transmission has been part of the community for 67 years at the same location. But did you know that in that time, your county has seen many transmission shops close its doors, like
Amco,
Atomic,
Clutch and Go,
Dr. Transmission,
Cotman,
York County Transmission,
Winters,
Goodlings,
Lee Miles,
A1.
Yeah! What grinds my gears about these closings are the customers are left with no warranty. Stop! Don't make that same mistake. Broadway Transmission has over 40,000 transmission jobs under our belt, and we are still here today standing behind our famous 3-year warranty. We kid around a lot on our ads, but nothing is funny about having no warranty when you need it. Avoid that risk with the only smart choice in all of your county and stop by Broadway Transmission today. Broadway Transmission will get your shift together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at broadwaytrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
I felt like my well-being was tied to the morning stock numbers. I wanted to invest, but grew tired of the stress of potential losing it all. A friend of mine suggested I talk to Tom Dasher about a fixed index annuity that could be a stable option while still seeing potential growth. Tom has been helping folks here in York County for over 30 years. Give him a call at 717-487-2096 to see if he can assist you.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Two 2-0 lead for West Virginia local legend Eric Sekula, who makes the start tonight. First time the Rebs will face him. Right-hander in 9 outings, 2-5, a 4.88 ERA, which ranks 7th in the league. 48 innings, that's 7th, 46 hits, 15 walks, 40 strikeouts, good ratio. Tied for 5th in strikeouts. Opponents hitting 246, that's 4th lowest. Has the 4th lowest whip. Has given up 9 home runs. At home, 3.55 ERA. On the road, 0-2 with a 9.90 in 2 starts away from Appalachian Power Park, where he once won a state championship in high school. James Harris will lead things off. Here's Sekula's first pitch, and a fastball in for a strike at 84. Harris leading off tonight again. He's hitting 280, 360 here at home. It's the 0-1, and it is a high strike call. Some late cut on that, 81. Time called. Sekula likes to go quickly, it looks like. And Jimmy Wallbanger not having any of that. It's the 0-2, and he swings and fouls it off first base side. Kenley and Mesa will follow here in the first inning. Sekula, not a big guy, 5'10" righty. Fires. Breaking ball line to center field, and it's down in front of Connor Myers' leadoff hit. Had to play it on a hop over toward right center, and Harris is on to start the night. Revs are looking to tee off. You can too at Royal Manchester Golf Links. Play the best layout in PA on the area's only Pure Links course. Book online at royalmanchestergolflinks.com. Is Jack Kenley hitting 341. Third baseman Kayaspo comes in. First one is in tight and makes him move his feet back. Jack with 2 home runs, 17 driven in. Looks down at Polo for the instructs. His last 18 games hitting 411. 1-0. And he swings and pops it up out toward shallow left center. Reyes from short is back, and he'll squeeze with 2 hands. That's the first out. One away, and Melky Mesa coming up. Mesa, it is eye-popping what he's done of late. Up to 3rd in the league in hitting, 371. On that road trip, hit 577 with homers in 5 of the 6 games, 12 driven in. First pitch, he swings and fouls it back upstairs. He has hit safely in 9 straight. Batting average on the 9-game hitting streak, 568. Also here at home, hitting 400 on the nose. Here's the 0-1, and a swing and a pop-up. Shallow left center again. This is way up there. It's Myers from center coming in, and he'll make the one-hand grab. Well, even on that, it looked like Melky's timing was good, just was under it.
It went high.
Oh, yeah.
Just not very far. You can see Melky kind of smile at himself, saying, almost got you.
And now Nelly Rodriguez, his first at-bat back here at PeoplesBank Park. Here at home, he's hitting 448. Overall, 366, 3 home runs, and 19 batted in. Got an RBI per game. First pitch, curveball, he pops it up. Shallow right center, Kelly out from second, Myers again. First on the scene from center, and he'll squeeze another one. And after the leadoff single, Revs pop up 3 in a row, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the second tonight, 2-0 West Virginia.
Runners know the challenge. It's not the uncompromising weather. It's not the pounding repetition. It's not knowing how to dig deep as you start the climb of that last hill. For runners, the challenge is the discipline to keep running. Flying feet. Casual runners, amateur runners, hardcore runners, no matter what level runner you are, Flying Feet Sports Shoes is with you every step of the way. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear and properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear, properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. And that holds true whether you're training or racing on roads, tracks, or trails. For those searching for that discipline, Flying Feet provides the latest shoe innovations, the accessories and equipment, and the inspiration to keep on running. Greg Baum and his staff have the knowledge and the true understanding of what running is all about. As one local runner put it, Flying Feet is family, and all runners are welcome. Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Head of the second, 2-0, West Virginia leads. It's a 35-pitch first inning for Johan Lopez. 17 strikes, 18 balls. Here's our K-man, Miles Williams, and he lays off up high. Meanwhile, Eric Sekula with 9 pitches, 8 strikes in his first inning. 1-0, that is over for a strike. Lopez threw almost 4 times as many. Williams hitting .216. Does have 4 homers. Next one is high. And he started the year with Gastonia, then briefly with Southern Maryland. Now his 7th game with West Virginia. He's 4 for 16 with them. 1 home run. Pitch is swung on and missed. On a fastball. Bruce Bell is throwing to begin the second inning, so had the off day yesterday. I don't think Mace will give too long of a leash tonight. 2-2, and a swing and a foul upstairs, right side. That's out of play. Time asked for. Williams got the hand up. Actually saw him pitch in a game for Gastonia early in the year. Here's the 2-2, and it is a little low.
Would that be the 20-run game we put up on the Honey Hunters a little while back?
It sure would. And he performed the best of anybody they used that night.
As it tends to go in those type of situations.
Lopez, a deep breath. Here's the wind and the payoff, and it is a little low. Appeal to first on the flinch of the hands, leadoff walk. That is the 4th walk, the first time through the order tonight. Now we go back to the top, and Connor Myers, who walked to start the game. First offering, he bunts, and he ran into it. Was he in the batter's box? He was. It's a foul ball.
Well, let's avoid a situation that happened between the Mets and Pirates the other day.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't rule out anything, but...
Yep. One thing's for sure, Taijuan Walker is not going to judge a foul or fair ball that quickly ever again.
Now the 0-1, swing, and he pops it in the air. Shallow right center. Who wants it? It's Harris from right who's in, and he's got it. It is out number 1. I think somebody from the Revs dugout was playing with Myers on that first bunt attempt. He had a little exchange back. And there's one away.
Second baseman number 2, Scott Kelly.
Now Scott Kelly, who reached on an infield hit and scored in the first inning. He's now 7 for 13 against the Revs this season. Lopez delivers home, and there's a fastball for a strike. By the way, Miles Williams, the runner at first, does have 3 combined steals this year, 1 with West Virginia. It's like Bell is ready if they want to go to him at some point. We'll give Lopez every chance to hang in here. He fires, and it's in the dirt. Lennon down to square that one up. 2-0, Power leading. And on Tuesdays, they are the Charleston Charlies. That was a beloved team in Charleston for years and years. Had a stadium at a different site, and they started games at 6, and that's why, as Kelly asked for time and backs out, every Tuesday at Appalachian Power Park is 6:05. The other nights are 7:05, but they go all out and pay tribute to their past with that. Lopez checks over at first, fires, and it is outside, change up.
And I've seen they posted a poll recently, the Power, about potentially making the Charlies name a full-time moniker.
Yeah. I wonder if we'd play at 6:05 every night. Which would suit me.
I was going to say, you wouldn't complain.
No. A long set. And a throw to first. Back standing is Williams. How about the second night? It was supposed to be 7:05. It rained, so it started at 8:05. And then the game took 4 hours and, was it 17 minutes? I don't ever want to relive it, so I can't remember. 4 hours and 19 minutes. Pitch, that is down in the dirt. It ended at 12:25 a.m. And Ray, the story gets better.
Continue.
I had pizza delivered to the hotel that night, and they closed at 11 p.m., so obviously it was sitting there. I was in a panic. I'm calling like between innings, don't throw it out. I don't care how long it sits. So I get to the front desk, and I'd just spoken to them a couple hours earlier, and the lady's like, no pizza ever came. Here's a fastball low, and Kelly walks. And that'll put first and second with 1 out. That's walk number 5. So I'm angry. Actually, no, I'm hangry with an H at that point. And I go upstairs, and there it was, sitting outside the door to my room, right there on the floor, in the box still. So it would have been worse if it was outside the box. Here's Teodoro Martinez, first and second. First pitch is inside.
Did you at least have a microwave to warm it up? Because imagine it was a little chilly.
Yeah, didn't worry about that at 1:30 in the morning, but
true.
Had the rest of it for breakfast the next day out of the microwave. So it's how we live on the road. Here's the 1-0, and in the dirt, bounces away off Lennon's mitt. Back to the backstop. Both runners move up. Second and third, and Lopez really struggling to find his feel for the strike zone. Martinez, who reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the first inning. Johan now at 51 pitches, 23 strikes. 28 balls. stretch. And the 2-0. And a ground ball toward the middle. Kenley there. Backhands it. Throw to first will get the out. Run does score. 3-0. RBI ground out for Martinez. Kenley, good range. Got there in plenty of time toward the second base bag. The leadoff walk scores. 3-0 West Virginia. Runner at third with 2 outs. And Reimer Liriano will bat. He walked in the first inning himself. First pitch, swings in a comebacker off Lopez glove, deflects to short. Jan bare hands and throws him out. What a play! It goes 1-6-3, and if they don't make that play, another run scores. Looks like Lopez will stay in. Mace shuts down Bell in the bullpen for now. But Lopez, he deflected it off the tip of the glove, and Sanchez charging in bare hands and makes the throw. 1 run, no hits, 1 runner left. 3-0 West Virginia through an inning and a half here tonight.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Hi, this is Vicki from Brewery Products. Stay tuned to catch the latest episode of Beer Talk airing throughout the day here on WOYK. Each day will feature one of our great brewers and share fascinating stories behind their products. Hear how they got started, how they brew, and their own favorite selections. You might even find a new favorite for yourself. Beer Talk is presented by Brewery Products every day right here on WOYK.
Tee off this season on the best layout in Pennsylvania and experience Royal Manchester Golf Links, bringing you to the coast of the British Isles while never leaving your backyard. Our unique Pure Links layout in the rolling hills of York County gives golfers an experience like none other, featuring 18 pristine holes with picturesque views of the countryside and consistently ranked one of the top public courses in the state. Also offering outings and event bookings. Book your tee time today at 717-268-0490 or nab our online specials at RoyalManchesterGolfLinks.com.
Your source for all of Friday night's action. Central PA Game Day with Steve Navaroli. Saturday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Three 0 West Virginia. We go to the bottom of the second inning tonight. By the way, their first inning runs were both unearned. Here's Carlos Castro, who takes just outside, leading it off. Castro leading the league in hitting, 392. It's the 1-0 and a slider, bends across for a strike. He did have a 1-for-10 series at Long Island. That's the one team that's bottled him up this year. Pitch and a swing and a foul tip at the feet of the catcher, Rada. And the first time, Sunday was the first time that Castro entered play hitting under 400 since his 5th game played this season. It was when he began play on June 2nd. The wind and the pitch, and that's down and outside. Leads the league in hits by 7. He's got 11 home runs, 43 driven in, which is 4 off the league lead. And he'll have some time to pursue that now. Pitch is down in the dirt because Blake Galen is out of here with Team Israel for now. A full count to start the inning. Sekula had just 9 pitches in the first, facing 4 hitters. 8 were strikes. Payoff. And it's lined the other way, but foul down the right field line. He hit that one sharply. First base, Tim Detweiler had to lean back. Sekula, who was born in Chico, California, 32-year-old, but roots in West Virginia. 2006 West Virginia State Player of the Year in high school. He deals and a swing and a foul tip, and that got Rada on the bare hand, the catcher. Pitched South Charleston to the AAA state title at Appalachian Power Park. Was a Louisville Slugger All-American. From there went to nearby Marshall, which is about 45-50 minutes away from Charleston. Another 3-2, and a ground ball yanked foul past Polo at third. Castro having a terrific at-bat to start the inning.
Yeah, Sekula and Andrew Dundon share alma maters.
That's right. Huntington, West Virginia. Sekula was first team All-Conference USA. His dad, the dean of their business school, Lewis College of Business at Marshall. Now Castro got time called.
Saw Sekula kept busy over 2020, engaging in some virtual coaching, as is a lot of players. Duke, Von Shaman, of course, started doing a little coaching.
Fires, and a swing and a miss. Got Castro up high on a 3-2 slider. Foul tipped into the mid, one away. Yeah, he would have played in Italy last year, they said. And he had been working in sales and was planning to take a sales job in Texas. He had just gotten the job, was on his way. And Mark Minikazi tried to target some guys with West Virginia roots during the signing process, called Sekula and said it'd be a pleasure to play at home. Here is Wellington Dotel, who lays off outside, and I think Sekula wanted it. Dotel DHing the night, hitting .366 as he swings and misses. Had a healthy hack on that one. Had a 6-game hitting streak snapped on Sunday.
Second time this season he's had a hit streak of at least 6.
He was up over 500 on that one, 11 for 19. Pitch is swung on and missed. Fastball at only 87, but Dotel looked like following the slider. He was a little late. He's telling Sekula to slow the tempo. And Sekula tells him to get in the box.
Interesting.
Taps the plate. Here's the wind, the pitch, and a swing and a foul tip back. Slider there. Winds and deals, and dumps it in the dirt outside. Buzz Albert spent that time chatting with the catcher Rada, so I don't know if Buzz agrees that Sekula was working too quickly or not. Time will tell. Pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball in on the hands. And Sekula strikes out his second in a row. He's retired all 5 since the leadoff single from James Harris. And with 2 down, Jan Sanchez coming up. Sekula was in the Blue Jays system, 36th round pick in 2011, got to AAA. Had some all-star seasons in the Toronto system as a reliever. Here's Jan, who's back up over 300, 302. He takes all the way. First one misses wide. And again, Sekula shaking his head, maybe wanted it. Sanchez homered. Now he's asking for time as Sekula was starting his windup, and he does get it granted. There's the 1-0. Slider, it's a called strike. He is on the rubber and ready immediately. Pitch to Jan is smacked to left. There's a base hit. He might be starting to heat up again. He homered in the 9th on Sunday. And here he ropes a single to left field, snapping the string of 5 in a row. That's with their second hit. They trail 3-0 here in the second inning tonight. Here is Lennon Rodriguez. Sekula with the first offering, swing at a foul tip, back to the netting. Had a good swing on that one. He's hitting just 156, but has had his moments early in his time in York and has really shined defensively. Jan, a very short lead. And the 0-1, it is a fastball, a little low. Espinal over at first. He's a very good defensive first baseman. He is actually holding runners off the bag, in front of the bag. Pitch, and a swing and a miss, waving at a slider, fooled him. Sekula was a Florida State League All-Star in 2014, Blue Jays Organization All-Star in 13 and 14. He's ready. And the 1-2, fastball, that's taken low. With Lansing in 2013, he had 19 saves, a 1.93 ERA. Pitch, breaking ball, that's in tight. 31 saves with Dunedin in the Florida State League in 2014, a 1.66 ERA. He's been in the Can-Am, been in Mexico. He deals. And a swing and a bouncer to third, and it's off the glove of Cayaspo and down the line and left. Sanchez to third, he'll be held there as Martinez fires in and Lennon advances to second. It is an error on Cayaspo. That ball was hit sharply and had some top spin, but he was right there and only got the tip of his glove on it. And the Revs will look to take advantage, second and third for Darian Sanford as the inning continues. The Power, who have the next worst fielding percentage, ahead of only York. Now here's Sanford, who will try to make them pay. Down 3-0. First pitch, he swings and he loops it center field, but it's going to hang up for Myers coming over. Had him played the other way, comes over straight away and makes the grab, and Sanford out on one pitch to end the inning. No runs, one hit, one error, 2 men left. And we'll head to the third tonight, still 3-0 West Virginia.
Spring is in the air, and Harvey's Rental can get you prepared for what's ahead. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or graduation coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Was it? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Head of the third inning tonight, 3-0. West Virginia leads. And Johan Lopez trying to gain some traction in this one as Cayaspo leads off. First pitch is down low. Had a bases loaded walk in the first inning, which forced in a run. Now the 1-0, and that misses high. They did have Bell up in the first, also in the second, and then when Lopez got out of the second, they sat down Bruce. Lopez at 55 pitches for the night. The 2-0, and a swing and a foul tip scraped backward. Entering the inning, 53 pitches, 25 strikes, 28 out of the strike zone. On the wind, the 2-1. And that misses high and wide. And Cayaspo, 8th in the league in hitting, came in tied for 7th in walks. And when you add that in, he is 2nd in on-base percentage. There's the 3-1, and that's down low, and he walks for the second time tonight. His walk number 6 issued by Lopez, who the first time against West Virginia walked 8. That came in 3 2/3 back on July 8th. Here is Edwin Espinal, who had a sac fly in the first inning. First pitch taking, it's right down the chute for a strike. Well, that's a disciplined veteran hitter, Espinal, who, I mean, that is right down the middle, but forcing a strike to be thrown after all these walks. Next one is high. Change-up missing. Espinal, who played for Somerset previously in the Atlantic League. Former Pirates and Tigers prospect. Pitch, that is outside. Has played first and third in his career. Very highly regarded defensively at first base. Lopez with the 2-1, and a swing and a towering fly ball left center. It's pretty deep. Sanford is back. He'll stop though and walk forward and make the play. A few strides shy of the warning track, and that is out number 1. As Espinal is flied out to center both times. Sac fly the first time. Our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report tonight. Revs overall in, knock on wood, pretty good shape. A couple sore arms affecting play perhaps. Wellington Dotel DHing tonight, trying to get that shoulder back to where it needs to be. Here is Elmer Reyes, who lays off outside. Ray, I'm on the report tonight.
What's with what?
It's gross.
Okay.
He's the 1-0. And a ground ball, second base. Kenley has it. Flips to short. Yon the turn. Double play. 4-6-3, and Lopez has a good third inning. Leadoff walk, but gets a fly out and a double play and sets him down in order. Go to the bottom half of the third inning here tonight. Still 3-0 West Virginia.
PeoplesBank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at PeoplesBank Park, with Revs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner of the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're your friends, family, and neighbors, and have been serving the community for over 90 years. Whether you need energy for your home or for your business, we've got you covered. We can help keep you comfortable with all your heating needs, from heating oil to propane, electricity to natural gas. And if something breaks, like your air conditioning or furnace, we have a team of HVAC experts ready to fix it, so you can stay comfortable all year long. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY.
Need an excavating contractor for your upcoming project? Get it done locally and get it done right with Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating. Locally owned and in business since 2005, Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating is a small excavating and landscaping business, offering demolition, excavating, landscaping, foundations, concrete, sewer and water hookups, lot clearing, welding, fabrication, and more. Located in Windsor at 30 North Blacksmith Avenue, Barnes & Barnes will get the job done right. Call Scott to schedule your project at 717-515-3495. That's 515-3495. Or email him at barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com. That's barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Three 0 West Virginia. We head to the bottom half of the third tonight. James Harris will lead things off. Each team with 2 hits. Power with 2 unearned runs, though, on a Revs error in the first. Bunch of walks. First pitch to James Harris is down low. Harris has one of those hits. Single to center, leading off the first inning for the Revs. 1-0. And a slider. There's a called strike. Do you want me to share why I'm on the report?
Go ahead.
I told you it's gross. It's the 1-1, and is swinging a roller towards short. Reyes to his left, by the bag, he's got it. Sidearms to first in time. And there's one away. Well, you're not eating. I don't know if any of our listeners are, but broken toenail. That's all I'm going to... furthest detail I'm going to go into on that.
Yeah, those are never fun.
Here's Jack Kenley, who takes the first pitch strike.
I remember when I was young, back when I played my sole season of Little League, I only needed one.
It's the 0-1, and a cutter for a strike.
Might have been like the second, third game of the season. I took a pitch on my pinky. And you can imagine what happened to the nail afterwards.
0-2, that is down low. The post-game freeze pops didn't keep you coming back?
No.
Pitch to Kenley is low, 2-2.
I think the team moms felt bad for me, so I think I got like 3 that day because I got hit right on the pinky.
So you went to contact sports instead.
Yep.
It's the 2-2. Swing and a line drive to right field, right at Miles Williams, though, coming in. And he makes the grab for out number 2. I don't think Kenley knows he's out. He's unhooking his stuff and handing it to Sandy De Leon. Oh, what happened? He is on first base. Did he make contact with the catcher's mitt? Is it a catcher's interference? If it is, it's like our second in 3 days, and hardly ever see that happen. Second in two days, actually. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. He's on with one out somehow. It's got to be that. Here's Melky Mesa. First pitch, slider. It is down and away. There is no argument from West Virginia. Pitch. It is swung on and miss. Ray looking at the replay, and does seem that there was contact. Buzz Albert did point at the plate. Didn't see that since the ball was in the air. So it's a catcher's interference. No at bat for Kenley. It's an error on Rada. And the Power with their second error. Pitch to Mesa is lined hard left field, and Teodoro Martinez can't reach it. One hops the wall. Kenley at third being waved. Ball is loose. No relay. He scores from first. And Melchizedek with an RBI double to left center. 10-game hitting streak. And the Revs are on the board. It's 3-1. Drives in his 29th, his 13th in the last 7 games. Double number 15, which coming in tonight, tied for 4th in the league in 2 base hits.
Now with that 10-game hitting streak, it's now the 5th Rev to have at least a hitting streak of 10 or more.
There is nobody hotter right now. York on the board, 3-1. Here is Nelly. Fly to center his first time. First one is down and away. Revs now out hitting the Power 3-2. And the Power out airing them 2-1. It's the 1-0. Swinging a ground ball sharply to third. Cayaspo picks it though to his left. Looks Mesa back. Throws it across. Gets Rodriguez at first for out number 2. And Melky will stay at second with Carlos Castro coming up.
First baseman, number 33, Carlos Castro.
That's new walk-on music for him, isn't it?
I believe so.
He was asking for a new composition. Here's the stretch from Sekula. First offering, that's outside. Carlos hitting .433 with men in scoring position. Revs have gotten one home. Sekula a look back and delivers, and it's down low. You had a nice little chat with Sekula today, didn't you?
I did. Basically explained what I do here to Sekula.
Was he impressed?
I don't think so. I think he just wanted to know where to watch the game. First, he wanted to know if I was the score, and I said, heck no.
No. No, sir. Here's the 2-0, and a swing and a miss on a high cutter.
But we may have gained a viewer on our live stream. At least not now, he's pitching. So.
Well, then I would say that your conversation was worth it.
I would say so.
Time well spent.
Should have asked if he wanted to help with some radio sales every now and then, since he apparently does a similar role with the Power.
Well, now you have a reason to go back tomorrow. There's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Castro again. He's been chasing up high on Sekula a few times now tonight. That allows the righty to even things up 2-2. Revs down 3-1 here in the third inning. There's the stretch, the pitch, breaking ball, jammed him, but he hits it on one hop. Reyes backing up, backhands it, and makes the throw from the outfield to first with Espinal stretching. Castro got jammed and still had a chance. High degree of difficulty on that play, but Reyes backs up, backhands the ball, and makes the long throw to first to end the inning. 1 unearned run, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. Revs on the board. Ray with the play-by-play in the 4th. It's 3-1 West Virginia.
I'm here with Kevin Smith from Smith Wealth Advisory Group of Janney Montgomery Scott, who was recently named by Forbes and the Financial Times as one of the best financial advisors not only in the state, but also in the country. Kevin, explain the meaning of your group's tagline, a wealth of knowledge about wealth.
We've built our reputation as one of the premier wealth advisors in the country for many reasons, not the least of which is our vast expertise about wealth in all its meanings and forms. Although traditionally wealth is viewed in a monetary context with all the challenges that entails, which we're fully equipped to address, true wealth has little to do with money. To me, being wealthy is more a state of mind centered upon happiness and contentment. It's memories and experiences with friends, family, and those you love. It's finding meaning and purpose, pursuing passions, chasing dreams, and embracing life for all it has to offer. That's the type of wealth our clients long for and that we help them achieve.
You've noted that your group is guided by a quote by Henry David Thoreau, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Tell me more about that.
It's so true. Being wealthy is really about experiencing the richness of life itself. When you think about it, it's not ultimately money that matters, but what money can do. We help our clients educate their children and grandchildren so that they can have promising futures. We help them retire comfortably, support worthwhile causes, and endow meaningful legacies. We help them age with dignity and so much more.
For all your financial planning, investment, and wealth management needs, contact Smith Wealth Advisory Group at 779-2769 or at smithwealthadvisory.com. Smith Wealth Advisory Group, helping you fully experience life. Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
We head to the 4th in York. PeoplesBank Park, the scene as the Revs trail the Power 3-1 as we enter the 4th inning. Ray Jensen here with you on the play-by-play for the next 3 innings. Johan Lopez face Alfonso Rita lead off this inning, the first pitch. This is in for ball 1. 1-0 the count to start the catcher. Rita. It'll be Alfonso Rita, Miles Williams, and Connor Myers, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters of the Power's order tonight. Lopez set, lifts the leg, fires the 1-0. Just low and away for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes on Rita, who struck out to end the first inning. It was a 35-pitch first inning for Lopez, followed it up throwing 18 pitches, 8 for strikes in the second. He's much more efficient in the third as he set the Power down in order thanks to a double play. As the 2-0, high for ball 3, and it's 3 balls, no strikes on Rita. Last half inning, Rebs able to get on the board thanks to some catcher's interference, followed by an RBI double from Melky Mesa. It's the 3-0. That misses upstairs for ball 4, and it's a 4-pitch walk to lead off the 4th inning for the Power at the plate. Rita works the leadoff walk. It's the 4th inning in a row that the leadoff batter for West Virginia has reached on a walk. Myers did it the first, Williams in the second, Cayaspo in the third, and now Rita in the 4th. 1 on, nobody out for Miles Williams, the K-man who led off the second of a walk and later scored on a ground out. Rebs trail 3-1 as the first pitch. Finds his own first strike, and it's 0-1 to start Williams. Lopez with the glove in front, fires the next pitch. Williams a ground ball over Lopez and into shallow center and rolls right to Sanford. It'll be a base hit. Williams on at the single as he moves Rita over the second. And now, first 2 batters have reached for West Virginia here in the 4th, and Rita and Williams respectively. 2 on, no one out as we go back to the top of the order. And Connor Myers, who worked a walk to lead off the first, and then was thrown out trying to advance to third on an infield hit from Scott Kelly in a relay that went Sanchez, Castro, Nelly. The first out back in the first, and they flew out to right field for the first out in the second his last time up. Lopez with the glove on his side, gets the sign from Lennon Rodriguez behind the dish. Nods at the signals. Ball in the glove, now the first pitch. Swung on by Myers and gloved by Lopez. It drops a little bit in front, but he throws over the first, recovering well and getting the out at first base. 1-3 ground out goes Myers for out number 1, but it moves everyone else over a base. As Rita's now at third, Miles Williams on at second, 1 out on the board now. 2 runners in scoring position for West Virginia, and it brings up Scott Kelly to the plate for the 3rd time. 1 for 1 if a base hit, a run scored in the 1st, and a walk in the 2nd, reach as far as 3rd before being stranded there at the end of the 2nd inning. And the Revs are very familiar with Scott Kelly, as he was a longtime Somerset Patriot. I believe the nickname he had in Somerset was the Manimal. Lopez ready, first pitch, drops low near the dirt for ball 1, 1 of the count to start Kelly. Rada 3rd, Williams 2nd. Revs trail by 2, 3-1. Trying to just keep it that way, but in a precarious position as the 4th run of the power is evening, just 90 feet away at 3rd. 1 out here in the 4th. Lopez looks down, now ready, the 1-0. Swung on by Kelly and tracking towards left center. That'll drop for a hit, and it's going to score at least 1 and now definitely a couple. As Rada scores, as does Miles Williams. They both reach home plate safely. It's a 2-run base hit from Scott Kelly, who continues to be an adjutant against the Revs this year. His 20th and 21st RBIs of the year played Rada and Williams, and now it's a 4-run lead for the Power, 5-1. Kelly now with an infield hit and a hit towards left center. And they now bring out Mark Mason. We had Bruce Bell warming up earlier in the game, and it looks like that may be the call. As he takes the ball away from Johan Lopez, he will head to the dugout and will be a Maple Donuts pitching change. We'll tell you about the new reliever after this break on the Revs Radio Network.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hey Revs fans, now's your chance to win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy. This season, during every home game at PeoplesBank Park, it's the all-new Shipley Energy Grand Slam inning. Each game, 1 inning will be designated, and 1 name will be selected as the contestant. If the Revs hit a Grand Slam that inning, you could win $5,000. To enter, stop by Fan Services and fill out your form, or enter via the York Revolution app or YorkRevolution.com. Sign up today and win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy this season.
Backed by popular demand, Grumpy Old Men, the musical, returns to the stage at Dutch Apple Dinner Theater, playing August 5th through September 4th. Based on the 1993 film, the story centers on 2 crotchety old neighbors, Max and John, who've been feuding most of their lives, but are reunited in friendship by their charming and eccentric new neighbor, Ariel. This laugh-out-loud story of family, friends, and romance is guaranteed to delight. For reservations, call the box office at 717-898-1900 or visit DutchApple.com.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Still on the top of the 4th here at PeoplesBank Park. Ray Jensen back with you, but the lead has grown a little larger, unfortunately, for the Power. A 2-run base hit from Scott Kelly has given the Power a 5-1 lead over York and has caused Mark Mason to make a change. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts as Isaac Sanchez now on the mound, as Johan Lopez only able to go 3 1/3 innings tonight against West Virginia. Sanchez making his 21st appearance total on the year, 18th with York. 2-0 record of an ERA of 6.75. Last saw him against the Long Island Ducks on July 18th. Scoreless frame, did allow a walk, nothing else. Runner at first and Scott Kelly following the 2-run base hit. Now Teodoro Martinez at the plate. First pitch to Martinez. Catches his own for a strike. Start Martinez 0-1. Martinez reaching a fielder's choice as well as an error from York back in the first, and later scored in a sac fly from Edwin Espinal a couple batters later, and then collected an RBI of his own and a ground out back in the second. For the 0-1 delivered, checking at first of Scott Kelly, who dives back in time. 4 for 8 on stolen bases this year is Kelly. He is 2 for 2 against York on the base paths this year. Sanchez is set at the belt. Now the 0-1. Swung on by Martinez and drifting towards shallow right center. It will drop for a base hit. Kelly rounds second and is trucking towards third base. And Martinez wants a little more. He will head to second and slide in feet first safely. Be a base hit from Martinez, advancing to second on the throw from the outfield, that trying to get Kelly out at third base, but he was able to get there anyway. Now runner at second and third once more in the inning. Kelly over at third, now Martinez at second base. Gets his first hit of the night. Still one out here in the fourth. Brings up Reimer Liriano. Reached on a walk and grounded out to end the second inning. DHing tonight for the Power as he steps in. Waits the first offering from Sanchez of a two-tone bat. Sanchez gets the signs from Rodriguez. Readies the stance, and now the stretch. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 to count. Haze still prevalent here at PeoplesBank Park. Probably won't be going away until the sun falls. It's now the 0-1. Chips a little in, a little far too inside for a ball. It's ball and a strike, now the count for Martinez. Or Liriano, pardon me. Martinez, he's over at second. Scott Kelly at third. One out, Power lead by 4, 5-1. Now out hitting York as well as outscoring them 5-3. West Virginia does have 2 errors to York's 1. Sanchez ready, lifts the leg, fires the 1-1. Misses low ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Sanchez, prior to his outing on July 13th at Lancaster, was a rough one. He had an ERA lowered to 4.74 prior to the Barnstormers tagging him for a couple. But he's recovered well, scoreless in his last 2. In a tough position here if runners on scoring position. Here's the 2-1. Liriano wanted to offer, but it went down near the dirt for ball 3. Hold back in plenty of time. So it's 3-1 the count for Liriano. See if he gets the green light, but Sanchez has been struggling with control since the first offering to Liriano. So he might just wait till Sanchez can prove he can throw strikes again. Sanchez ready. Here's the 3-1. Ground chops low and inside, ball 4, and it's a walk to Liriano that will load the bases of Power. Liriano takes first as Martinez and Scott Kelly will stay put at second and third respectively. Bases loaded, 1 out for Albert Callaspo. Bases loaded, walk worked in the first as brought in a run, and then worked to walk again in the third, and then was cut down as part of an inning-ending 4-6-3 double play hit into by Elmer Reyes. Callaspo, the switch hitter, will elect to bat from the left side against the righty Sanchez. First pitch from Sanchez. Catches the outer edge and the lefty Callaspo for strike 1, 0-1 the count. That's how he started off Liriano, but then couldn't find the strike zone afterwards. Hope for better results against Callaspo, who is indeed a dangerous hitter. .358 average coming to tonight, 8 doubles, 2 home runs. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed by Callaspo as he was looking to almost golf swing that one. Pitch dropped low and Callaspo couldn't help himself. 0-2 the count, Sanchez ahead of Callaspo. Major League vet takes some time out the batter's box with the bat tucked under his arm. Now he's back in. Sanchez, meanwhile, slight lean in for signs and has them. Ready at the waist, and now here's the 0-2. Swung on by Callaspo, but it fouled off something right out the plate, it seems. It's 0-2 it remains. Bases loaded, 1 out. Revs trail by 4, 5-1. West Virginia scoring a couple in the first, unearned runs in fact, and then scored a run in the second on an RBI ground out. And now 2 more have come home here in the fourth. Both brought in off Scott Kelly's bat. 0-2 count for Kayaspo at the plate. Sanchez, the next pitch. Swung on by Kayaspo, a hard hit liner that'll fall in right field for a base hit. Scott Kelly scores. Martinez will get the red light as he stays at third. It'll be an RBI base hit for Alberto Kayaspo. It's now 6-1 West Virginia. Kelly scores for the second time tonight. Everyone else moves over a base. Martinez now at third. Reimer Liriano at second. Kayaspo takes first on his base hit, his 45th hit and 24th RBI of the year. Bases still loaded, still one out on the board. Now Edwin Espinal at the plate. 6-1 power lead. Espinal has already driven in a run tonight. RBI sac fly in the first, and a fly out again to center in the third, but didn't produce a run. Sanchez ready on the rubber. And the first pitch drops in for a strike. We've seen that similar approach from Espinal tonight. He's been taking the first pitch pretty much every time. He awaits the next offering from Sanchez, who takes his stance. 0-1. Drop low, and then Rodriguez appeals in the check swing, but over at first, Detweiler says he did not go. It's ball one. Ball and a strike now on Espinal. Sanchez ready at the waist. Now the 1-1. Drops low for ball two near the dirt. It's 2 balls and a strike now on Espinal. Espinal born in the Dominican Republic in Mao. Part of the Pirates and Tigers organizations formerly. Now the 2-1 from Sanchez. Swung on by Espinal and tracking towards the infield still, and Carlos Castro will glove it at first. Almost doubled up Kayaspo. But they recorded just 1 out. It looked like Espinal almost didn't want to fully commit. And when it slightly tracked towards right field, it just kind of died before it can hit the shallow outfield grass and line right to Castro's glove for an out. So the Revs get the better of Espinal there and catch a break. 2 outs now on the board here in the fourth, but base is still loaded. Now Elmer Reyes at the plate. The 9th man that the Power has sent to the plate here in the fourth. First pitch from Sanchez. That just misses for ball 1. 1 on the count to start Reyes. Base hit in the first for Elmer Reyes, then hit into an inning-ending 4-6-3 double play back in the third. Glove on Sanchez's hip as he leans in from sides from Rodriguez, who's laying him down. Quick reprieve off the rubber as he gets readjusted. Nice crowd on hand here at PeoplesBank Park on this Tuesday, a hazy Tuesday. Humid as well, slightly uncomfortable as the 1-0 swung on and missed by Reyes with a healthy hack, and it's a ball and a strike for the Power shortstop. Revs giving up 3 runs in this inning. Making a 6-1 Power lead as the 1-1. That catches the outside edge of the plate for a strike, and it's 1-2. Sanchez able to paint the corner on the 1-1 offering. It's 1-2 now ahead of Reyes. Reyes open stance from the right side slightly. Left heel elevated off the ground as the 1-2 we await from Sanchez. Here it comes. Swung on and fouled off towards the backstop by Reyes. We'll do it again in a 1-2. First time the Power have made a trip to PeoplesBank Park in their history in the Atlantic League. Went over to Appalachian Power Park earlier in July. Not an entirely fruitful trip as the Revs only able to get the 1 win. Won very first meeting, in fact, against the Power in that 3-game series, but dropped the next 2. Currently trailing 6-1 the West Virginia Zork. Now the 1-2 from Sanchez. Swung on and missed at a pitch that was elevated, and Reyes couldn't lay off, and the side is retired. But not till 3 more runs come in for the Power. They now lead 6-1 as we head to the home half of the 4th inning.
Pennsylvanians are creating their own soundtrack. Thanks to PA Lottery Scratch-Offs, excitement's back. Pennies, nickels, dimes, or quarters, no matter your choice, scratching's always in order. With big top prizes and second chance drawings, thrills await. They're out there calling. If it's excitement you seek and you're looking for action, play the PA Lottery. And keep on scratching. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day. On your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every minute of every day. Visit www.ycswa.com to learn more. In York County, garbage is power.
Shadowfax is committed to helping people with intellectual disabilities live an everyday life in their home and community. Currently, Shadowfax is seeking applicants of a passion for making a difference, one person at a time. Open positions include Residential Direct Support Professional, LPN, Day Services Community Participation Support, Residential Scheduler, Training Manager, and more. Shadowfax offers comprehensive benefits packages and a $1,000 sign-on bonus for most positions if hired before August 1st. For a full list of open positions and pay rates, visit shadowfax.org. Shadowfax, building relationships, creating possibilities. Shadowfax is an equal opportunity employer.
New FM signal, new website. Get features, live broadcasts, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows online at 989WOYK.com.
On to the bottom of the 4th here at PeoplesBank Park. Ray Jensen back with you on the play-by-play. Unfortunately, West Virginia's lead has grown larger. 6-1 Power lead as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. West Virginia able to score 3 times on 4 hits. They left the bases loaded for the 2nd time tonight. But Scott Kelly, a 2-run base hit, followed by Alberto Callaspo's base hit to right, have done the damage. And the Revs find themselves in a hole, a 5-run hole in fact. Pinch hitter will begin the inning for York as Wellington Dotel DH to start the game, but then with Johan Lopez getting pulled last half inning, the pitcher spot will be pinch hit for by Walner Espinal. It'll be Espinal to lead it off, followed by Jan Sanchez and Lenin Rodriguez. Face Eric Sakula, who's on for a 4th inning of work. Sakula takes a step, first pitch, in there for a strike to start Espinal 0-1. Espinal able to get on the board his last game as he was in against the Ducks on Sunday as the 0-1. Swung on Espinal, just getting a piece, fouling it off to the backstop. Count moves to 0-2. Collected a home run in the game against the Ducks, his 3rd home run of the year. Into this pinch hitter appearance, batting .188 with the 3 home runs, 8 runs batted in. Next offering, Espinal fouls it off. Above us, out of play. Remains 0-2 the count for Espinal. For Miami Marlins farmhand. Also played in the Dominican Summer League and Gulf Coast League. And of course had the walk-off home run in the 500th win at PeoplesBank Park in his debut, his first start with the team in fact. 0-2. Glances away from the glove of Reda into the backstop for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count now for Espinal. Espinal 13 hits on the year, but 3 of those hits have gone yard. And the 1-2 missed away. In fact, Espinal, though, offered at it. Pitch was outside, but Espinal swings and misses at it for out number 1 to strike 3. 3rd strikeout for Sakula this evening as he struck out the first 2 part and in the 2nd for his last 2 strikeouts. Now opens the 4th with a strikeout of Espinal. Now brings up Jan Sanchez with 1 out, no one on. Jan collected the 2-out base hit back in the 2nd and reached over to 3rd on the error produced by Lenin Rodriguez. So we're a fan of the whisper tonight. Sekula steps, fires the first pitch. Pitch finds his own for a strike, and it's 0-1 to count to start Sanchez. Sekula has thrown a lot of first pitch strikes tonight. He has been locked in and has been efficient. His first inning, in fact, 9 pitches, 8 for strikes. The 0-1 swung on and missed by Sanchez, this time strike 2, and Sekula making quick work of Sanchez so far in this battle, 0-2 ahead. Following the 2-out base hit from Jan in the second, and signs that he may be seeing things a little better as the 0-2 indeed misses, and Jan looks at it for ball 1, 1-0 the count. 1-2 the count for Jan. He's 2 for 5 in his last game against the Ducks, including his 5th home run of the year, as he fouls off the 1-2. Stays alive at a 1-2 count after following the next offering from Sekula. Prior to that 2 for 5 performance on Sunday, he had been held hitless in his past 4 games. A season high for him. It's not been often Jan has been held quiet at the plate by opponents in the Atlantic League this year. But he already has a hit tonight, and it's now 3 through his last 6 as he fouls off the 1-2 once more, this time towards third base side as it glances off the power dugout. It remains a 1-2 count. Not being an easy out against Sekula here. And that's really, if a guy that works at Sekula's pace, you have to be quick and make him throw multiple pitches. The 1-2 swung on by Jan and fouled off again, this time slightly first base side, and Karam's off the netting. He'll do it again in a 1-2. Next pitch. That misses low, ball 2, and the count moves to even at 2-2. Donoff, a great at-bat here. We've seen a lot of stuff from Sekula. That can only help the guys behind him as well. Sekula the step, now to the 2-2. Swung on by Jan, ground ball to third base. Picked up by Cayaspo, chest high, throws across the first, just in the nick of time to retire Sanchez by a step for out number 2 in the 5-3 ground out. Sanchez able to at least jack up the pitch count for Sekula. Now 2 outs, still nobody on for Lenin Rodriguez. Reached on an error by Cayaspo at third back in the second inning, but was left at second as Darian Sanford flew out to retire the side in the second. Rodriguez ready to face Sekula again. The first pitch. Finds his own for a strike. Another first pitch strike for Sekula. It's 0-1 the count to start Rodriguez. 1 for 11 on the road trip with 3 walks and a run scored. Now, like the rest of the team, will get used to the friendly confines of PeoplesBank Park again. We'll be playing 9 games in 10 days here in the latter half of July. 0-1. Swung on by Rodriguez, bouncing ground ball to short, scooped up by Reyes. Quick check, throws across the first in time to retire Rodriguez and retire the side. First time the Revs have been retired in order at the plate tonight, and here in the bottom of the 4th inning, held scoreless as we head to the 5th. Still a 6-1 power lead.
Suffering from chronic pain, anxiety, or insomnia? CBD Supply MD York has the solution for you. Natural alternatives to pain relief while combating high prescription prices and deductibles. Our products are high quality, organic, and third-party tested. Family owned and operated, CBD Supply MD York is community and family oriented and the most trusted source and supplier of the highest quality Delta 8 and CBD products, including oils, ointments, vapes, gummies, and pet treats. Call us at 817-1097. That's 817-1097. Or stop in and see us at 3923 East Market Street in York. CBD Supply MD York, your quality CBD supply in York.
Get ready to crush your goals. Join Crunch Fitness now for $1 and memberships starting at $10.99 a month. At Crunch, you get more of what you want. You can run, you can lift, you can train, you can jump, squat, lunge, dance, and hit it with us. And at Crunch, an obsession with so fresh and so clean means you can feel confident getting a safe workout. Join Crunch today and get 1 month free. Use code RADIO to claim your free month at crunch.com. That's the code RADIO at checkout to get 1 free month at crunch.com.
Come see why Jack GM Volvo has been York County's trusted new and used car dealer for over 50 years. In need of service for your vehicle? Get a free PA state inspection when you mention promo code Revs Baseball. 9 brands and 4 convenient locations. For more information and details, visit gmvolvo.com.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Onward to the fifth here in York, PeoplesBank Park. Ray Jensen back with you on the play-by-play. It's a 6-1 power lead as the Revs held quiet and they're forfeiting the first time they've been retired in order tonight. And now Brandon Fry on the mound, another pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts as he'll look to quiet down a power batting order that was anything but in the fourth inning as they sent 9 men to the plate in the top of the fourth, scoring 3 times on 4 hits. They did leave the bases loaded for a second time. Fry will look to keep them quiet at the plate. The Alfonso Reda to lead off the fifth. He did the same in the fourth and worked a walk and later scored in a 2-run base hit from Scott Kelly. Fry, 2-2 record of a 4.12 ERA, making his 19th appearance for York this season. Lifts the leg, fires the first pitch, and it's in there for a strike to start Reda 0-1. Last time we saw Fry was on Saturday against the Ducks. Had a rough go of it, 1 inning, 1 hit, 5 walks, leading to 4 runs. 0-1 from Fry, swung on by Reda, bouncing ground ball, high bouncer, but fielded chest high by Sanchez. Throw over the first and plenty of time to retire Reda for out number 1. 1 down, no one on for now for Miles Williams.
I love Mostics.
Williams, of course, K-man of the game, and of course, our PA announcer Rick Sapina, a big fan of Mostics as well. Williams tonight walking a run scored in the second and in the fourth, but he collected a base hit in the fourth inning. It was the other run to score on Scott Kelly's 2-run base hit. First pitch from Fry, swung on and toward third, snagged and cut down by Rodriguez. Quick throw to first, Castro applies the stretch, and they get him on 1 pitch. I thought Rodriguez snagged it cleanly on the hop, but he instead batted it down and quickly had to recover and fire to first, and it was an absolute strike over to Castro, who put on the stretch, and Williams down on 1 pitch for out number 2. Two outs, no one on. Back to the top of the order of Connor Myers. Tonight, walk, fly out, and ground out. Fry, first pitch, a little high for a ball, and it's 1-0 the count to start Myers. For Brandon, he had a 2.41 ERA through his first 17 appearances, but of course mentioned the rough outing against Long Island inflating the 4.12 ERA a bit. So much better than that ERA indicates. It's the 1-0, swung on and missed by Myers for a strike, and it's now 1 ball, 1 strike on Connor Myers playing center field tonight. He's 5 for 5 in stolen bases, and he has 4 of those 5 against York alone. Collected all 4 of his first stolen bases of the year against the Revs in the first visit to Appalachian Power Park back in early July. It's the 1-1. Dips low and in, this time ball 2. It's 2 balls and a strike on Myers. Brandon Fry on the mound for York, his 8th pro season, his 5th in the Atlantic League, first with York, all 4 previous years with the now defunct New Britain Bees, who are actually part of the Futures Collegiate League. It's the 2-1. This is down and in, this time ball 3, and 3 balls and a strike now to Myers. So I really shouldn't say defunct, they just went away. 3-1 for Myers. Fry lifts the leg, fires the 3-1. That's down and in, ball 4. Myers works a 2-out walk. On base for the second time tonight, both due to walks. So he'll take first of 2 outs and brings back up Scott Kelly, who's been a big factor for West Virginia tonight. Base hit and a run scored in the first, worked a walk in the second, 2-run base hit, and also scored on an RBI base hit from Alberto Callaspo in the 4th inning. He is yet to be retired at the plate tonight, going 2 for 2. His bright yellow cleats matching the multiple-tone Charleston Charlies uniform that the Power are repping tonight. As he steps in to face Fry for the first time. Fry nods. Now the first pitch. That's in there for a strike to start Kelly 0-1, doing a little bit of what Eric Sekula's been doing a lot to Revs hitters tonight, and that's throwing first pitch strikes. Kelly quickly back in. Fry fiddles for the grip, has it, runner going, and Myers, the throw from Rodriguez behind the plate, scooped up by Kenley as he goes to his left leaping, and Myers will get his stolen base. It's the 6th stolen base for Myers on the year. It's his 5th against York. He's now 6 for 6 on the year in stolen base chances. Known for his speed, and he's showing it already here in game 1 of a 3-game set against York tonight. Now the 1-1. Finds zone for strike 2. Which is the inner black, so it's 1-2 on Kelly. Kelly with a foot in and out of the box as he trepidatiously steps back in. Kind of almost waddled in. And now the 1-2 from Fry. Drifts inside, blocked to the left by Rodriguez, and in fact it clipped a part of Kelly. It's a hit by pitch. So Scott Kelly will rush the first base. Now after 2 quick groundouts, the last 2 batters have reached with 2 outs. A walk and stolen base for Connor Myers, who stands at second. Scott Kelly clipped by a pitch from Fry, who's now at first. 2 outs, and now Teodoro Martinez heads to the plate for a 4th time. Reached in a fielder's choice and an error in the first, later scored in a sac fly, then he brought in his own run on a ground out in the second. Base hit, stranded at third in the 4th. Power have left 7 on the base paths tonight, but they lead 6-1 here in the 5th. 2 outs as Fry will look to retire Martinez to get the Revs out of the 5th inning. Stares down Myers at second, fires the first pitch, and he just misses for a ball. Look good up from here. But it's 1-0 to count to start Teodoro Martinez. Fry with his stance. A couple looks back to second towards the plate. Now he fires the 1-0. Slightly high for ball 2, and it's 2-0 the count for Martinez. And with 58 hits on the year following his base hit in the 4th. Power have struggled immensely in the field. They had the 2nd worst fielding percentage only to York. Their pitching has been up and down as well, but one thing that has maintained consistency is their bats. 2-0. It's upstairs ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes as Brandon has struggled with location here against Martinez. He retired Rada and Williams very quickly for the first 2 outs here in the 5th, but Myers the walk, then hit by pitch to Kelly, has runners at first and second. 2 outs on the board, now a 3-0 count. Martinez in danger of loading the bases for a 2nd straight inning. 3-0. That is indeed inside ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk to Teodoro Martinez, and the bases will be once again loaded with power. 2nd straight inning this has occurred. It's the 3rd time tonight. Martinez takes first, Kelly over the second, Myers ditto to third. All bags occupied, 2 outs, and Reimer Liriano at the plate. He is 0 for 1 of 2 walks, sandwiching a ground out. Bat on the shoulder as Fry exhales. Now the first pitch. Look out. High and tight as Liriano, who is crowding, has to back away. Power 4th in hitting, but 6th in on-base percentage and slugging percentage entering tonight. Good for a 6th OPS as the 1-0. Fouled off towards the backstop. 1-1 the count for Reimer Liriano. By 6th, I mean 3rd worst OPS, 785 OPS for the Power. So they've been making contact, but they don't strike out often, don't walk often, so a lot of ground balls put away by opponents of the Power so far. 1-1. Dips low for ball 2. It's 2 balls and a strike now on Liriano. Right-hand batter is Santo Domingo to the Dominican Republic. Has major league time as the 2-1. That drops low ball 3. It's 3-1 the count for Liriano, and Fry's a missed pitch away from walking in a run. Be the 2nd time the Revs have done so if it happens. Batter on deck, Alberto Callaspo did so in the 1st, working a walk with the bases loaded. Fry ready. Here's the 3-1. That misses inside ball 4, and a run will indeed come in on a bases loaded walk. Liriano gets the RBI. It's his third walk worked of the evening. He will head to first. Myers comes home for the run. It's now 7-1, West Virginia leading. Kelly moves to third. Teodoro Martinez now at second, with Liriano at first. And Alberto Callaspo at the plate for a fourth time. And what was looking like a routine inning for Brandon Fry is completely unraveled. 2 ground outs. Rada and Williams are the first 2 outs, and then a walk, a hit batter, and 2 more walks have brought in the 7th run of West Virginia's night. 7-1 power here in the 5th. Bases still loaded, still 2 outs on the board. Callaspo, 2 RBIs, 1 for 1 of 2 walks and a base hit. Fry, the first pitch. That drops in for a strike. Hopefully a positive sign of things to come for Fry. He's over and quickly readies. Lifts the right leg, the 0-1. Drops low near the dirt for a ball. It's 1-1. Fry now 23 pitches, 8 for strikes. Very unlike him. 1-1. Swung on by Callaspo. Ground ball to Kenley as he scoops but dives on the miss. Couldn't get there as it goes in the shallow center. And 2 runs will come in, and it's another base hit for Alberto Callaspo. And he brings in 2 more for West Virginia. Kenley had the dive on it, almost tried to scoop it up with the glove on the ground, but couldn't get there as it rolled to Sanford in center. And it's 2 more RBIs for Alberto Callaspo, who has 4 on the night. Stands at first with the Power's second 2-run base hit of the evening. Liriano moves over to second on it. Kelly and Martinez score. And the Power have really blown it open here. It's now 9-1 West Virginia. First pitch, the new batter Edwin Espinal in their first strike. 0-1 the count. To start the Power's first baseman, RBI, sac fly, fly out, line out. Next pitch, swung by Espinal. He's popped up, straight up in the air almost, but now it's drifting towards the outfield. Harris coming in. He will put it away, and that will retire the side, but not till 3 more runs come in for the Power. 2-run base hit and a bases-loaded walk make it 9-1 West Virginia as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Planting a tree, putting in a mailbox, whatever your project, Columbia Gas reminds you to be safe and call 811 before you dig and know what's below. Safe digging is no accident. Call 811 at least 3 business days before you start your digging project, and your utility companies will come out to mark any underground lines near your work area. Calling 811 is free for Pennsylvania homeowners, and it's the law. For more information, visit columbiagaspa.com.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make 1 call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Entering the bottom of the 5th at PeoplesBank Park, it's a 9-1 West Virginia lead. The Revs have some work to do at the plate against Eric Sekulo, who's out for a 5th inning of work. He will face Darian Sanford, James Harris, Jack Kenley. 9-1 and 2 hitters of York's order. First pitch from Sekulo. Sanford shows bunt. Hits it foul. Starts Sanford 0-1. Darian flew out to center for the last out in the 2nd, his first time up tonight. The Power have scored 6 runs in their past 2 innings at the plate. 3 each in the 4th and 5th, respectively. Revs trail by 8, 9-1. Sakula nods to the signal from Rada. Next pitch, Sanford shows bunt again and takes it for strike 2. Now 0-2. Sanford doing here in the 5th what he was more accustomed to at the beginning of the year, and that's leading off. But tonight moved down to 9th in the batting order to help him out as he's been struggling a bit at the plate of late. 0 for his last 12. 0-2. That's a called third strike, and Sanford's rung up for the first out here in the 5th. It's the 4th strikeout of Sakula's night. Led off the 4th inning with the strikeout. He does the same here with the 5th. Also had back-to-back strikeouts in the 2nd, so when he's needed it, he's been able to fool Revs hitters. 1 out, no one on as we go back to the top of the order of James Harris. Leadoff base hit back in the 1st. Ground out in the 3rd inning. First pitch. Harris takes it for a strike. It's 0-1. That misses away for a ball. It's 1-1 the count. James Harris, or to his enemies, Jimmy Wallbanger. Tonight, 280 average, 6 doubles, a home run is the 1-1. Finds his zone again, this time strike 2. It's 1-2 the count on Harris. 10 runs batted in. He's been seeing things a little better as he's settled in here in New York as the 1-2. Dips low in the dirt, and Rada has to span a little to his right to claim it. 2-2 the count for Harris. Collected his first home run of the year over in Lancaster. It's cleared the left field wall, and that's not a gimme in that ballpark. The 2-2. Dips low this time, ball 3, as Harris works a full count, 3-2. And an 11-game hitting streak. Late June, early July is the payoff pitch. Swung on by Harris and driven deep to center field. Going back is Myers. Short of the warning track. He will put up the glove quickly, though, and put it away for out number 2. Myers with some speed out in center. He had to break a lot backwards towards his left, but just short of the warning track, able to put up the glove and put it away for out number 2. Harris just missing on one over Myers' head in center. 2 outs, no one on for Jack Kenley. Pop out his first time in the 1st, but then reached on catcher's interference in the 3rd, and later scored on Melky Mesa's 15th double of the year. Sakula has a step, takes another one as he fiddles for the grip. Now he finally delivers. First pitch swung on by Kenley and hit sharply foul third base side. As it clears Arch Street Eats and probably into the Cadoras. 0-1 the count to start Jack. And Sakula asking what's the dealio here as Kenley is taking his time to readjust. Sakula, we have like a dinner date or something? He wants to hurry this one up. Everyone's ready. Sakula turns, the 0-1 swung on by Kenley and tracking towards shallow center and a high fly ball. Myers will track in, call off everyone else, he'll put it away, and that will retire the side. Second straight inning, the Revs have been retired in order at the plate, and we head to the 6th here at PeoplesBank Park. It's still a 9-1 West Virginia lead.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Was it? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make our communities great, and to you having a great time at Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
This is Jake Welch. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Entering the 6th inning here in York, PeoplesBank Park, the location, but wish the score was a little better. 9-1 power lead as we enter the top of the 6th inning. Another pitching change for York, brought to you by Maple Donuts, as Bubby Rossman is checked in and will pitch the 6th for York. He will face in the power order Elmer Reyes, Alfonso Reda, Miles Williams here in the 6th inning. Bubby making his 20th appearance for York on the mound. Turns and fires the first pitch, and that's in there for a strike. First pitch strike to start Reyes 0-1. Bubby 1-2 record of a 5.29 ERA. Leans in and readies with the 0-1. Lowers the shoulders, turns and out, delivers that 0-1 outside for ball 1. 1-1 the count for Reyes. Base hit, double play, strikeout so far for the power shortstop. Rossman leans in, ball behind his back as he gets the signs from Rodriguez behind the dish. Nods to them. The glove turned away, fires the 1-1, swung on by Reyes, hit foul up to the top of the netting. Moved the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Last time out, we saw him against the Barnstormers. 1 run allowed in an inning. 1 base hit. Got a hold as he turned a wonderful double play himself. He's able to tack out Caleb Gindel and Melvin Mercedes on the base paths with no assistance required, showing the vegan powers. The 1-2 swung on by Reyes, line right back to Rossman. Didn't even have to move otherwise with the glove. Goes it up to first, and plenty of time in the underhand to retire Reyes for out number 1. He does it again. It was like a statue. With the glove hand up maybe about chest high. And a soft toss over to Castro at first. Went away, no one on. Or Alfonso Reda. I almost burped saying his name. My bad, Reda. Strikeout, walk and a run scored in the 4th. Ground out in the 5th. So gets the power, make me gassy.
I better just stay off after what I just ate.
Probably. Give me a heads up if you have to blow some. I don't want to pass out. If the turbulence comes my way, let me know. I want warning. First pitch upstairs for a ball. We're talking about farts, folks. Talking about farts. Keep it classy. 1-0 the count after the first pitch miss from Rossman. Next offering. Swung on and missed by Reda for strike 1. It's a ball and a strike for the power catcher. Rossman, prior to last Sunday, 6 of his previous 7 outings have been scoreless. Now 7 of his last 10. He's been able to keep opposing hitters off the board. Now the 1-1. Upstairs and a little away. This time ball 2. It's 2 balls and a strike on Reda. He's had really good stretches this year. His longest scoreless streak, 3 games, 3 innings scoreless back in early July. But he hasn't given up much as of late. A 2-1 is inside and almost clipped Reda as he peeled back. Diamond Doug helping us out with some Febreze. It's the extra strength. Wonderful. 3-1. Want to keep it sanitary. 3-1 the count, 1 out, no one on. Revs trail 9-1 here in the 6th. Rossman next pitch. That catches the upper part of the zone for a strike. It's now 3-2 as it's worked full on Reda.
Might do some preemptive spraying.
Is that the fabric smelling one, or is it just like lavender? Meanwhile, payoff pitch swung on by Reda, fouled off the netting. 3-2 remains.
He brought us fabric, extra strength, original scent.
What the heck's an original scent? Is it the...
It eliminates lingering odors.
Well, that's the purpose, but that doesn't tell it, like, what is original? How is that a scent?
We're about to find out.
All right. These are the tough questions, people. Full count remains for Rado. Rossman, with his back almost quarter turned to the plate, turns and fires the payoff pitch, and that misses away, ball 4, and it's a one-out walk worked by Rado. He's on for the second time tonight, both with walks. He heads the first with one out, now brings up Miles Williams, the K-man again for the fourth time to the plate. Walking a run scored in the second, base hit and a run score in the fourth. Retired for the first time at the plate back in the fifth on a ground out to Rodriguez at third.
There's like a clean laundry scent to this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like linens. See, linens is the smell I can understand.
Yes.
Original scent, I got nothing. Nothing. First pitch. Finds his own first strike, outer black. 0-1 the count for Williams. Current power. Former honey hunter, former blue crab. Oh, 0-1 from Rossman. Williams pulled back before he fully offered, but didn't matter anyway. It's a called strike 2, and Rossman quickly ahead of Williams 0-2. 0-2 is the Mazstick's chance. Begin the ring out here at PeoplesBank Park. Always a treat. 0-2. That misses away for a ball. This ball and 2 strikes on Williams. This year, totally, we're 10 for 22 trying to get the K-man. We've missed the last 3. The longest streak we've had of K-man is 3 in a row. We've done that twice. Trying to get our 11th K-man of the year with the 1-2. Dips low in the dirt and claimed by Rodriguez to his right below him. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count for Miles Williams. Rado on a first of a 1-out walk. Connor Myers on deck. Bubby leans in with the ball behind his back for signs. Now fully erect with the 2-2. Here it comes. It's outside ball 3 in the count. Looks full 3-2. Darrell Henry is a case of the giggles, folks. I don't know what's up with him. We're just delirious at this point. Payoff pitch coming up. Here it is. Swung on by Williams, and he stays alive, fouling it to the netting. Do it again at a full count. 3-2, runner at first of 1 out. Revs trying to keep it an 8-run deficit as West Virginia leads 9-1. Scored 3 in their first 2 innings. Twice in the first, once in the second, and then 3 each in the 4th and 5th. Payoff pitch, swung on and missed. They got him. Mazsticks for all. Rossman brings the heat, gets Williams the chase on it for strike 3, and out number 2.
That is so much better than pulled pork.
Which is ironically what we had for dinner. At least I did. So I'm not entirely sick of it yet, but I do prefer Mazsticks, of course. And we get our 11th K-man of the year. 2 outs, still a run around first of Rado. First pitch now to Myers. Swung on and hit foul first base side out of play. Count 0-1 to start Myers this trip to the plate. 0 for 2 of 2 walks and a run scored. Has a stolen base already, collected that in the 5th as well, his 6th of the year. He's now 6 for 6 on the base paths. Rossman turns the 0-1. Outside, but they peel on the check swing, and Detweiler once again says he didn't go. Detweiler not bringing up many from first base tonight. I think on appeals tonight from both sides, a unanimous like 0 for 4. 1-1 the count for Myers. Next offering from Rossman, swung on by Myers, a drive to center field. Going back is Darian Sanford, whereas the wall, and that one lands off the wall and onto Sanford's glove. He'll have heavy throw in as rounding third, heading towards home as Rado be cut off, and it's a run-scoring triple from Connor Myers, his 2nd of the season.
That carried better than I thought it was going to when it went up.
Same. Sanford usually has really good beats on ball's hit a long way to center, but that one just went over him, glanced off the batter's eye, and it's an RBI triple for Connor Myers. Scores Rada all the way from first, and it's now 10-1 West Virginia over York. Not good. This one having not gone York's way. Runner at third, 2 outs. Scott Kelly at the plate now, and he has just been a complete thorn in York's side. First pitch from Rossman, swinging is Kelly, and Rodriguez got the worst of that backswing. He'll need some time behind the plate as the ball was hit foul first base side towards the Revs dugout. Checked on by the plate umpire tonight, Buzz Albert. It's Buzz Albert behind the plate. First, Tim Detweiler, and at third, Bill Reuter. After taking a hard carom up the backswing from Kelly, and Rodriguez kind of shake it off, and here come Mace and Meg.
Was it definitely the bat, not the ball?
I thought I saw a bat.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're right. When I first saw it, I thought it was the ball, but that was a little heavier than... That was pretty nasty looking.
You certainly want to be cautious, as don't want to fool around with head injuries. I can attest that for sure.
Well, and the first thing he pointed to was his ear, or one of the first things, but worry like this guy have ringing in his ears, that would not be a good sign.
It glanced him on the left side of the head, it looked like, so I'm sure if anything it'd be the left ear that would be ringing a tad. Saw Carlos Castro take one up near the face back in the Lancaster series over in Clipper Magazine Stadium. But Rodriguez, a trooper, he stays in. Catchers are made of different stuff, folks. 0 the count, runner at third of Connor Myers. Next pitch, swung on by Kelly, popped up. Heading towards their shallow right field, now more center, as Harris calls off Kenley coming in. He will put it away, and that will retire the side. But not till West Virginia plates another run. RBI triple from Connor Myers does the damage. It's 10-1 Power as we head to the bottom of the sixth at PeoplesBank Park.
The 1741 Club is here. You in? PeoplesBank Park introduces a revolution in hospitality in York. The 1741 Club, presented by UPMC. Now open on the skybox level of PeoplesBank Park, the 1741 Club features stylish design and contemporary decor, all-inclusive food and beverages, and totally flexible ticket purchase options. The hottest spot in York is the place to entertain and thank customers, reward employees, celebrate family occasions, or simply treat yourself to an all-inclusive experience at the ballpark. Nightly menus include enhanced classics and a rotation of special offerings, and house selections of draft beer and wine and a full range of non-alcoholic beverages are included in the ticket price. 1741 Club tickets are available for individual purchase through 3 levels of membership or as season tickets, and they can be used for any of the York Revolution's home games based on availability. The 1741 Club, presented by UPMC. You in? Details and pricing at 1741club.com.
Shadowfax is committed to helping people with intellectual disabilities live an everyday life in their home and community. Currently, Shadowfax is seeking applicants of a passion for making a difference, one person at a time. Open positions include Residential Direct Support Professional, LPN, Day Services Community Participation Support, Residential Scheduler, Training Manager, and more. Shadowfax offers comprehensive benefits packages and a $1,000 sign-on bonus for most positions if hired before August 1st. For a full list of open positions and pay rates, visit shadowfax.org. Shadowfax, building relationships, creating possibilities. Shadowfax is an equal opportunity employer.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Bottom of the sixth at PeoplesBank Park. Ray Jensen back with you in the play-by-play. Revs find themselves in a 9-run hole. 10-1 they trail to the Power. Melky Mesa will lead things off for York at the sixth, followed by Nelly Rodriguez and Carlos Castro, the meat of the Revs order. First pitch from Eric Sekula. Misses low for a ball. And more often than not, Sekula has thrown first pitch strikes to opposing batters. Entered the sixth, 77 pitches, 55 for strikes in the 70% strike range. 1-0. Swung on by Mesa, hit foul first base side. It's count to a ball and a strike. Defensive change to mention as Teodoro Martinez is out in left field. But out of left field, Carlos Hughes has stepped in, straight up change. So Hughes now in left. 1-1. Drifts away outside ball 2. 2 balls and a strike for Melky. Fly out in the first, and then an RBI double in the third. His 15th double of the season and 29th RBI. Skula, 2-1. Swung on by Mesa, foul again. First base side out of play once more. It'll carry him out of here. 2-2 to Melky Mesa, or Melchizedek, as Daryl likes to refer to him.
Once a day, at least.
Well, I got my one in. The 2-2. It's outside ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes for Melky, who's been as hot can be at the plate. Now a 10-game hitting streak following his double in the 3rd inning. 5th hitting streak of 10 or more for Revs players this year. 3-2. Swung on by Melky, popped up. Looks like he's staying within the infield. Trio of power players coming in will be Sakula, who will put it away with the outstretched left glove arm for out number 1. 1 out, no one on for Nelly Rodriguez, who's been held hitless so far in 2 previous appearances. Pop out and ground out so far for Nelly. Plenty of time for Rodriguez to do some damage against the power. Revs have had a lot of late comebacks this year. And while it's a 9-run deficit, we wouldn't mind a comeback. I mean, why not? We've already had long enough games this year.
Let's.
I got my Frappuccino still as the first pitch from Rodriguez. Swung on and missed for strike 1. 0-1 the count.
I have graduated to Bang.
Easy now. This is a family program. But I got you. The Bang energy drink. Super creatine I saw. Whatever the heck that is. 0-1. Swung on, foul tip in the glove of Rada for strike 2. 0-2 the count. I'm just good with normal creatine myself. I don't need the super.
I'm all about the amino acids, right?
You know, I wasn't really good at science. I couldn't really tell you what that is. 0-2. Upstairs for a ball. 1-2 the count. I'm sure if my wife is listening, she'll educate me. I just know it's a good acid.
Yes.
That's all I know about it. The 1-2 fouled off by Rodriguez. That got a little piece of Rada, but he's all right.
Better than a bad acid.
1-2.
Melky hit a foul ball, by the way, that a bird almost flew right into.
Really? You almost had a Randy Johnson?
Yes.
Shoot. One, 2. That's his outside ball, 2. It's evened up 2-2 for Nelly. 1 out, no one on. Revs trail by 9, 10-1. Being out hit 8-3. But West Virginia winning in the errors department, 2-1. 2-2. Look out as it checked towards Nelly's hips and he had the back out. Almost glanced off of him. Just ball 3 though as it missed. 3-2. Nelly works the count full. Sakula so far against him, just an unearned run. The catcher's interference. But Jack Kenley at the plate later scored in the Mesa double. 3-2 swung on by Rodriguez. Off the glove of Cayaspo at third, and it rolls in the shallow left. It's a hit for Nelly. 27th hit of the year for Nelly, infield hit for Rodriguez. As Cayaspo tried to make a diving play on it, batted it down, but it actually hit so hard off his glove near the end of it that it went into shallow left.
Well, it's his 4th game back. I feel like the timing is starting to get there. He hit that one hard.
I mean, everything he hits is hard.
They had the folks in Tijuana just let him sit for the final couple weeks that he was there, so
it wasn't that nice.
It's a nice way to lose your timing.
Indeed. Now the first pitch to Carlos Castro. Castro swings and misses at it for strike 1, 0-1 the count. Castro 0 for 2 for strikeout and ground out. Sakula ready near the ear, lifts the leg, 0-1. Swung on and missed by Castro, looking to elevate that one. The misses for strike 2, 0-2 quickly behind to Sakula. Runner at first and Nelly following his infield hit. 1 out, 0-2. Swung on by Castro, hard hit the third, but scooped up by Cayaspo. Throw to second in time, throw to first. That is also in time, and it's an inning-ending 5-4-3 double play. The first double play the Revs have grounded into tonight ends the 6th and keeps them off the board for a third straight inning. We head to the 7th inning here at PeoplesBank Park. It's still a 10-1 power lead. Darrell Henry takes it the rest of the way on the Revs Radio Network.
You get in your car, and you start your car. You put the car in gear, and you go nowhere.
What the?
Because your transmission has failed, or you try and put it in gear and it makes an awful grinding noise, or you put it in gear and take off, but when it's time for the transmission to shift, the RPMs just go higher, but you aren't gaining any speed.
Dang it!
Now you've heard of the good-looking genius and the crew at Broadway Transmission, right here on the radio. But now all you have to do is go to www.broadwaytrans.com to arrange a tow right from the website, and in a flash, your vehicle is on its way to the recovery, and with the best tracked warranty in the industry. Easy financing, free towing with repairs, AAA authorized, and the most recommended family-owned transmission shop around since 1951.
Broadway Transmission will get your shift together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at broadwaytrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
I felt like my well-being was tied to the morning stock numbers. I wanted to invest, but grew tired of the stress of potential losing it all. A friend of mine suggested I talk to Tom Dasher about a fixed index annuity that could be a stable option while still seeing potential growth. Tom has been helping folks here in York County for over 30 years. Give him a call at 717-487-2096 to see if he can assist you.
New FM signal, new website. Visit us online at 989WOYK.com and take us on the go. Download the new WOYK app today.
Head of the 7th inning tonight. Not a good one for the Revs. They trailed 10-1. And Eduardo Rivera will come in. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Rivera, who had a rough one Sunday at Long Island, an inning and 4 runs. And prior to that, had a season-best 6-appearance scoreless streak. That was broken for 16 outings, had a 1.37 ERA. It jumped to 3.05 on Sunday. This is his 18th appearance, 1 win, no losses, 1 save. First pitch is a little bit high on left-hand hitting Carlos Hughes, who came in defensively last inning and has his first at bat. And the 4 and 5 hitters after the pitch. He swings, breaks his bat, chips it back to the mound, and Rivera's got it, throws to first, but they're going to call it foul back at the plate, rather. It went off his foot first. He went hobbling. I'm surprised that he even played along and ran. A lot of times guys will just stop and make sure everybody knows that was foul. Did he foul it down off his knee? Or was it like shin, like a normal? That's all right.
I'm seeing maybe the inner part of the shin, if that, because he turned around on it.
But it was higher than normal.
No, definitely not on the foot itself. If it was his knee, I don't think he'd be trotting.
Yeah.
At least I wouldn't.
Journey, by the way. There's the wind, the 1-1. And that misses high.
Can you name the song, though?
Yeah, Separate Ways.
Worlds Apart, in parentheses.
2-1. Very good, Ray. And that is a little bit high.
Give myself half a point. Thank you.
Never makes you feel good.
Well, it's not the score, though.
It's the 3-1, and it's high and outside. That is the 13th walk issued by Revs pitching tonight. The previous home game, we set a franchise record with 14. So, chasing that. Hughes had been 0 for 12. He is now on base for the first time. Here's Reimer Liriano. First pitch is inside. Rivera had been ahead of Hughes too, and then couldn't finish him off.
That's happened more often than not for Revs pitching tonight.
Liriano's trying to hog all the walks. He's got 3 of them. 0 for 1. One of those forced in a run back in the 5th. Pitch, and it is over for a strike. Even with nightfall now, with the stadium lights on, you can still see the thickness of the air tonight. It's the 1-1. And a swing and a pop-up foul straight back. Lennon will give it a look. Oh, that sounded great. As it comes bouncing down in front, 1-2.
You could almost be fooled to think it's like a spritz with the haze.
Yep. Reminds me of a miserable night on Long Island, but it's a miserable night here in York. Rivera fires. Curveball, and a called 3rd strike. He punches him out. Big sweeping hook. He freezes him. Liriano nodding his head as he walks away. Sort of like, I'll file that one away for later. Rivera's got a great hook. Is out number 1. Eduardo this year, the strikeout numbers are really through the roof, but walks have been about 1 per inning. 32 Ks now in 21 innings. As the first one to Callaspo is a breaking ball strike, runner going, and the throw to second is just a tick late. Carlos Hughes steals second. That was a good throw from Lennon, but Hughes had a good jump and just beats it. Throw was right on the money. And he does have a hose. She might have said that. Here's the stretch, the 1-0. Fastball, it is a called strike, inside corner. Callaspo on all 4 times tonight. Has driven in 4, 2 walks, 2 singles. Kelly's been on 4 times. It's the 1-1. Swing and a foul tip squeezed. And that was a harder, very sharp breaking ball from Rivera. Power have Alexis Candelario loosening. They just acquired him from Gastonia for Ruby Silva, who was sent the other way. Rivera fires, and he paints the outside, and Callaspo knew it. Strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts, both looking. Callaspo retired for the first time tonight. Power leading at 10-1. There is Edwin Espinal, who's 0 for 3 with a sac fly. Rivera sets, couple looks back, he kicks, fires. First one is down low. Tomorrow night we'll have Duke Von Schaman against Junior Figueroa. Thursday night, Austin Nicely against Joe Harris, who's a one-time Rev, the 1-0. And a curveball. It was close but low. Over the plate anyway, but low. 2-0. But Eric Sekula was on his game tonight. Looks like they'll be dipping into the pen in the bottom half. Sekula just 4 hits allowed and an unearned run. Here's the 2-0 and a fastball missing away. The Power have been held to 8 hits, but 13 walks. 10 runs scored. 3-0 pitch, and that's right down the middle for a strike. Now fires, swinging a ground ball, deep short. Jan sliding backhand pick, pops to his feet and throws him out. What a play from Jan Sanchez at short. He knew he had time with Espinal running and made a smooth slide, smooth backhand grab, and then popped to his feet and fired across to end the inning. Sandy just did the Bruce Bell shimmy as they will get him up for the eighth inning. No runs, no hits, one man left. And we go to the bottom of the seventh, 10-1 West Virginia.
Many ancient cultures believed our feet to be the source of well-being. In fact, from the moment humankind first stood upright, our feet have been our most fundamental connection with the earth. At Flying Feet, we strive to strengthen that connection with a selection of summer footwear that are fashionably appealing, orthopedically correct, and most importantly, comfortable.
Flying Feet.
Since we introduced them, OOFOS has been the hottest brand of thongs, slides, and clogs on the market. Lightweight and fashionable, OOF foam technology absorbs 37% more impact than traditional foam footwear materials. Less stress on your feet and joints means OOFOS all-day comfort. Now Flying Feet introduces New Sole. These American-made thongs and slides are soft, lightweight, and super comfortable. Their supportive footbed addresses a variety of foot ailments. New soles are especially good for water fun as they float, are non-porous, and slip-resistant. See all of the men's and women's styles available for your summer fun at Flying Feet.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes, the sportswear specialty store without specialty prices. 1511 Mount Rose Avenue behind Domino's Pizza, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
At the bottom of the seventh inning, it is 10-1 West Virginia. Right-hander Alexis Candelario, the new pitcher. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. And we'll have JC Encarnacion pinch hitting to lead things off. Revs faced Candelario once this year. He was a starter with Gastonia. He was their opening night starter. Revs had a 3-run first inning against him on June 1st, but left the bases loaded, and then he faced the minimum the next 3, going 4 innings. An outing that could have been terrible for him, and he salvaged it, and they won the game late that night. First pitch to Encarnacion is down low. Again, West Virginia recently acquired him in a trade for outfielder Ruby Silva. 1-0. And that misses high. Encarnacion hitting .258. 2-0. And that's over for a strike. Sekula tonight, 6 innings, 1 unearned run, 4 hits. Pitch is swung on and missed. Walked none, struck out 4. 93 pitches, 65 strikes. Candelario winds and deals, and it is right there, strike 3 called. Encarnacion may be looking for something else. He is down on strikes. This is Candelario's power debut tonight. Well-traveled vet. Turned 39 on what was the Revs scheduled opening day, May 28th. Here is Jan Sanchez, and he looks at a fastball strike. Jan 1 for 2 tonight. Pitch is a curveball down and away. I was stashing that Febreze for later, and Doug just came in here and took it upon himself to spray us.
We've been Febrezed.
I mean, it's probably for the best.
Probably. Man, I take showers anyway when we get home.
Here's a fastball for a strike. He sprayed my armpit.
That's one less area to wash.
Gross, Ray. Still gonna wash it. It's the line to end the pitch. And is swinging a shot at short. One hop. Reyes grabs it to his left. Throw across is in time. 2 down.
All right, let me explain. Okay, you don't have to ignore it, but I'm just saying you need a little less attention. A little. A little.
Fair. It was sort of like a mid-game reapply.
A spritz.
Yes. We could all use that. Here's Lennon Rodriguez. First pitch, he swings and pops it up. Foul ground from first. Espinal is over and onto the track. Still has room and makes the play. It's a 1-2-3 7th inning for Candelario in his power debut tonight. We'll go to the 8th. West Virginia on top, 10-1.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Tee off this season on the best layout in Pennsylvania and experience Royal Manchester Golf Links, bringing you to the coast of the British Isles while never leaving your backyard. Our unique Pure Links layout in the rolling hills of York County gives golfers an experience like none other, featuring 18 pristine holes with picturesque views of the countryside and consistently ranked one of the top public courses in the state. Also offering outings and event bookings. Book your tee time today at 717-268-0490 or nab our online specials at RoyalManchesterGolfLinks.com.
Can't get enough of the birds? Sports Radio 98.9 and 1350 WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and national baseball writer Dan Connolly from The Athletic Baltimore. Exclusive in-depth interviews, plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball and the birds every Monday at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the 8th inning, 10-1, West Virginia leads. Bruce Bell is coming in. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Ray, before we start the inning, look around the league, brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care.
Sure thing, Daryl. Close games in the Atlantic League tonight. Lancaster hosting the High Point Rockers. Bottom of the 8th, all tied up at 7 each over Clipper Magazine Stadium. The Blue Crabs hosting the Honey Hunters in Waldorf. They're tied 11-11 in the bottom of the 5th. And then Lexington hosting Long Island. The Ducks, they lead by just 4, 8-4 in the top of the 6th inning.
All right, here it is, 10-1 West Virginia. Bell comes in. Elmer Reyes will lead off. 1 for 4 tonight. First pitch is swung on and missed. Now, Bell overall, no record, 8.75 ERA. 12 outings, one of those a start. And he has pitched well of late. Now, Reyes had time. Bell was ready and had to be stopped. Now winds and fires. And a breaking ball just missed. Now, Bell on Sunday at Long Island charged with 3 runs, 2 earned in 2 innings. The 3 before that, as he gets a swing and a foul tip back to the net. A combined 6 1/3 innings, 1 run. Those previous 3 outings, beginning with July 8th at West Virginia, 3 1/3 scoreless, only 1 hit. He fires, and a curveball, it stayed in, appeal to first on the flinch, and Reyes did not offer. 7, 8, 9 in the order here in the 8th. Now the 2-2, and a breaking ball stays high, slider. Bell trying to keep the leadoff man off to start the inning. Here's the payoff. And a swing, a ground ball, left side. Jan backhands, plans, fires, got him. One down here in the 8th. Sanchez, an error early in the night, but since then has played really well all game at short. In the Dominican Republic, he grew up around Andahar Cedeno, Domingo Cedeno. Family friends. Grew up a shortstop in the DR, has played everywhere though, including some outfield. Certainly has the ability. Here's Rada, and he swings and misses on a fastball. But sometimes you just need to make a bunch of plays, get the confidence back. Pitch, that is in tight. Good strong throw on that one as well. Rada 0 for 2, 2 walks, 2 runs scored. There's the 1-1, and it misses outside. Looking to do some more player interviews this week. We had Bruce Bell and Austin Steinford in the pregame last week. Those archives are online if you missed them. Here's a swing and a foul back. It's out of play. Go to 989woyk.com, and that is linked to our WOYK SoundCloud page. A 2-2 and a swing and a foul first base side. You can also get those on the new WOYK app. Well, somebody made a good play. Bell fires. And a fastball high, 3-2 now. Bell, the 5th reliever used tonight. Another full count offering, and it's high and tight. And Rada walks. Now the Revs will tie a franchise record, issuing their 14th walk tonight. That was set in their most recent home game on Sunday, July 11th. Here's Miles Williams. First offering, he swings and pops it in the air. Kenley races out from second, shallow right. It's going to be Harris coming in. Under it, makes the two-hand grab. Over near the foul line, that's 2 down. As Williams is retired on 1 pitch. This date in York baseball history, brought to you by the York County History Center. Visit online yorkhistorycenter.org for tickets and guided tours. This date 2 years ago, Revs won an unprecedented 11th consecutive series. Rallied for 3 in the 7th, winning 7-6 at New Britain. 11 straight series wins. Here is Connor Myers, who takes a slider strike. Myers 1 for 3 tonight, RBI triple in the 6th. 2 walks, a steal, and a run. 0-1, and he swings and fouls it off to the roof. Bell was up early in the game, and then last inning we got to see Sandy do his ringing the bell impression as if he were a Bell himself, or was a Bell himself, as Bruce misses down low.
If we ever play charades, I want Sandy on my team. Dips. Instant first overall pick.
It's amazing. Pitch. And a swing and a line drive to center. Sanford comes in. He is there and squeezes it. Hard hit, but right at him. Scoreless 8th for Bruce Bell. No runs, no hits, and 1 left on. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Still 10-1, West Virginia.
Spring is in the air, and Harvey's Rental can get you prepared for what's ahead. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or graduation coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
Hi, this is Vicki from Brewery Products. Stay tuned to catch the latest episode of Beer Talk airing throughout the day here on WOYK. Each day will feature one of our great brewers and share fascinating stories behind their products. Hear how they got started, how they brew, and their own favorite selections. You might even find a new favorite for yourself. Beer Talk is presented by Brewery Products every day right here on WOYK.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
You're on York's home for Sixers basketball. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head to the bottom of the 8th inning, 10-1 West Virginia. New pitcher is left-hander Luis Guzman for the Power tonight. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. They scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second. Revs got a run in the third, 3-1, but Power really took control with 3 in the fourth, 3 in the fifth, and then 1 more in the sixth. And have led it since the start. Guzman will be in his second appearance, 1 scoreless inning so far with a hit and a walk given up. Native of Caracas, Venezuela, 25-year-old, 6'1" lefty. Had been in the Rockies system, getting to low A. And I'm sure, I would imagine pitching at home or something, but he last surfaced in 2017, at least in the U.S. First pitch to Darian Sanford is down low. This is when he was with the Rockies Northwest League affiliate in Boise. Sanford batting from the right. He is 0 for 2 tonight. The 1-0, and it misses outside. Kind of a strange start to the delivery for Guzman, very methodical, almost mechanical and robotic. Had 3 years in the Dominican Summer League with the Rockies before coming to the U.S. for 2 seasons. He fires, and it is down and away, 3-0. Power recently released Manny Corpus, so we won't be seeing him this week. .30, and it is low. Sanford is on the first 4 pitches. We'll go to the top of the order, and James Harris, who tonight is 1 for 3. That is the first walk that the Revs have drawn tonight, compared to the 14 that they've issued. First pitch to Harris is down and in, just missed. Harris, the former first-round pick of Tampa Bay, he actually began his pro career at age 17. Can't even imagine. It's the 1-0, and it misses away. And in the Oakland area, or in Oakland itself, he was all city in basketball in high school. He had offers for Division II, NAIA, junior college, but he was set on baseball. The 2-0, and it is over for a strike. Very interesting guy to talk to. He, during the shutdown last year, worked at a packaging warehouse back home. Pitched to him. That is down and away. And they were packaging some of the necessary materials for the fight against COVID. He was talking about the shortages that existed initially with materials for masks and whatnot. There's the 3-1, and it is just outside. Back-to-back walks to start the inning. And Harris on for the second time tonight. Now here is Jack Kenley, who tonight is 0 for 2, did score a run after reaching on a catcher's interference. It's the only run the Revs have tonight. Scored on Mesa's double in the third inning. Power 10 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. Revs 1, 4, and 1. The walk totals, though, big discrepancy as Kenley takes the first pitch strike. Is there an NBA Finals game tonight, Ray? I mildly care. It's the 0-1 curveball. That's a called strike. What do we have? Oh. Wait for this update.
We're still waiting. Thanks, ESPN. Underway in the first quarter, 6-5 Bucks. They lead the series 3-2.
6-5. Oh, man. There's the 0-2. And a curveball. That misses outside. What an exciting update, Ray. Thank you for that.
Well, they're just underway. It's just getting started. It'll get better, I think.
Milwaukee can close it tonight, right?
Yep.
In Milwaukee?
Yes.
Pitch. Fastball, that's high.
I mean, it's been a bit since the Bucks have won.
It's been a bit since the Sixers choked, and that's the last time that I watched.
I mean, I've had an even longer drought with the Knicks, so.
I know.
These darn Hawks.
Here's a curveball swung on and fouled back. Kenley hangs in there.
It's safe to say that Trae Young is at least the most hated player in the East right now.
Yeah, I mean, Philly and New York, like, we can bond over something. Should have dropped his name on Long Island this weekend and see what happened.
Get a lot of, oh.
Pitch to Kenley, fastball. It is a called third strike. He thought it was up, but punched out for out number 1. Again, we mentioned this sort of like thick air a couple innings ago, or last inning, whenever. Sort of looks gray against the lights. And again, according to the news, if you weren't aware, I wasn't until today, but apparently it's the air from the wildfires coming across the continent. It's causing that haze. Here's Malky, and he swings and grounds a foul, third base side. Mesa 1 for 3 tonight. RBI double in the third, the only Revs run. Hitting streak now 10. Revs have Alberto Rodriguez loosening. Pitch, breaking ball. It is a called strike. And And I don't think Melky was in love with that one. Nothing into the count. Guzman sets the hands, deals home, and tried to backdoor one, left it high and away. Tomorrow night is Legally Blonde night. Guzman with the pitch, fastball, and it's a called third strike. And Mesa, I think, realizes that the device rung him up, had a little friendly chat with Buzz on the way by, 2 down. And here comes Nelly Rodriguez. Still got to get the nameplate back on his back. Victor Capion had been wearing number 25, and Vic has switched to 37 so that Nelly can have 25 back. Nelly 1 for 3 tonight, infield hit in the 6th inning. Revs down 10-1 here in the 8th. And Guzman with the pitch, curveball, and it bends across for a strike.
Well, luckily we know who Nelly is. We don't need the nameplate.
Yes, and that is...
Pick him out of a crowd.
Unlike some on the other side. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, breaking ball. Although I did have the folks from Long Island in my booth constantly on Sundays since we wore the black, and guys have some different numbers in those. Just really enjoy when the door swings open. Revs are staring at a season-high tying 5th straight loss, which happened after they won on opening night, and they were 1-5. Pitch to Nelly, he swings, rips one into left center for a hit. Sanford had to get out of the way. He'll speed around third and score. And Harris on his way to third base, and Nelly rips it in and drives him in. 10-2. He is the RBI guy tonight as well. The fans here get some free fries from Checkers. Nelly drives in his 2nd since returning, his 20th overall, and that thing was a bullet. Hit it right at Sanford, who had to go back towards 2nd, and based on Bill Reuter, had to go whizzing right past him as well. And that is not for nothing. That is, I know it's a 10-2 game, but Nelly getting his timing back. That's big. Here's Carlos Castro, who takes low. And that's back-to-back balls that he has hit hard. That one was smoked. Castro tonight 0 for 3. 1st and 3rd, 2 outs, trying to make this look a little bit better. 1-0, and a swing and a foul right down against his shoe. Karam's over to the right of home plate. He is fine. Revs with just their 5th hit. Yeah, tomorrow night, bend and snap with the Revs. Got food and drink, and is it Ellie or L?
I have no idea. I have never watched the movies.
Not really my culture.
Same.
Here's a swing and a bouncer up the middle, base hit into left center. Harris scores 10-3, and Castro drives in his 44th. 3 off the league lead in RBIs, league leading hit number 66. That snaps an 0 for 10 for Castro, which is probably his longest of the year if you went back through every game. And no, Ray, that was not me asking you to do that.
I figured you had it.
I'm going to go ahead and assume that was his longest. He had been over 400 every day since the start of June until entering play on Sunday. Now the Revs with a couple across here in the 8th, 10-3. Here's Andrew Dundon to pinch hit. And the first offering is high. Now, Tuesday of last week, he had that 3-run homer in Lancaster, but felt something in his finger on that swing, came out of the game, didn't play again until Sunday at Long Island. Pinch hit, and he smoked a single. As he looks at one here, it's a called strike, and then he walked his other time up on Sunday, so on base both times. He is hitting .360 since June 29th. Overall, 243. 1-1 pitch, curveball, that's outside. Tomorrow we'll have the Pink Sunday Cannonballs Creamery and the Confectioner at Closer's Bar. I know how to say those. There's a fastball for a strike. 2-2. Get your tickets at YorkRevolution.com. Now Guzman steps off. Or you can come out to the Shipley Energy ticket office. Or, old school, you could pick up the phone and speak to a human. Here's the 2-2 and a breaking ball low. 717, 801 hits. Ray, I know you're a huge fan of talking on the phone just to talk.
Yeah. Depends.
I'm not. There's the 3-2. Runners go, and a swing and a foul. First base side, that's into the seats. Fights it off. Email works for me.
Yeah, email's pretty good.
Text,
yeah. FaceTime is right out. I'll smash my phone. Well, I
yeah.
should say that.
Yeah. Well, don't do that.
At least disable the camera.
Yeah, at least. I mean, you could just hit ignore.
Oh, it's true. I've gone through so many phones.
Now breaking ball, and he's rung up. Called third strike, and through all of that, Luis Guzman strikes out the side, all looking. Revs do score twice, 2 hits, 2 men left. We'll go to the 9th. West Virginia 10, York 3.
PeoplesBank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at PeoplesBank Park, with Revs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner with the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're your friends, family, and neighbors, and have been serving the community for over 90 years. Whether you need energy for your home or for your business, we've got you covered. We can help keep you comfortable with all your heating needs, from heating oil to propane, electricity to natural gas. And if something breaks, like your air conditioning or furnace, we have a team of HVAC experts ready to fix it so you can stay comfortable all year long. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY.
Need an excavating contractor for your upcoming project? Get it done locally and get it done right with Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating. Locally owned and in business since 2005, Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating is a small excavating and landscaping business, offering demolition, excavating, landscaping, foundations, concrete, sewer and water hookups, lot clearing, welding, fabrication, and more. Located in Windsor at 30 North Blacksmith Avenue, Barnes & Barnes will get the job done right. Call Scott to schedule your project at 717-515-3495. That's 515-3495. Or email him at barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com. That's barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the ninth, Alberto Rodriguez will make his league-leading 25th appearance, 1-2 with a 5.08 ERA. A scoreless innings Sunday at Long Island. A pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts as we head to the ninth. This broadcast also brought to you in part by Wolf's Bus Lines, Penn State York, Highmark Health, Sheets, Fast Signs, Penn State Hershey Children's Hospital, Performance Food Service, and Encompass Health. And may not be reproduced without the express written consent of the Revs.
We will find you if you reprint this.
And we will not write the consent. Here is Scott Kelly who takes the strike. But why would you want to? This has not been a pretty night. Kelly 2 for 3, 2 ribbies, 3 runs, a walk and a hit by pitch. Here's the 0-1 curveball and it bends wide, or slider I should say, with Rodriguez out there. Well, some West Virginia fans might want it.
Well, as I said, Eric Sekula was very interested in our stream broadcast, so he'll probably want to rewatch. Hi, Eric, by the way, if you're watching.
It's the 1-1, and a swing and a pop-up, shortstop. Jan Sanchez under it, backing up now, and makes the one-hand grab. That looked like it changed direction midair. He ends up reaching hip high to his left, but he gets the job done.
This thick air probably not doing well with the ball. Not much wind to speak of, but just feels dense out there.
Here's Dominic Bethencourt, who will pinch hit. He has been a two-way guy. He's listed as an infielder, but has also pitched. First offering, he swings and he grounds it softly left side. Nelly cuts it off. He spins and look at him go. He rifles to first for out number 2. Jan's been getting all the plays tonight. Nelly wants one. And he ranged way to his left, cut it off, spinorama, and throws him out.
We've seen a lot of guys play outside their natural positions for York in 2021, but they've done really admirable jobs, and you can add Nelly Rodriguez to that list with the job he's doing at third base.
Revs have played some pretty good D since the first inning. And here is Reimer Liriano. First pitch breaking ball is wide. Oh, so Liriano went into left field at some point. There's the 1-0 and a swing and a foul tip into the mid. Was the DH, and he is still in. Must have been in the bottom of the 7th for him to still be in the game. And they had the pitcher's spot take over for Hughes at that point, which is why Bethencourt just pinch hit. 1-1, fastball that's in off the corner.
Well, now it all makes sense.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
2-1. And a swing and a miss. Good pop on that fastball at 92. Rodriguez velo, has gotten better as the year has gone on. Base is empty, 2 outs. Well, winds and fires, and missed outside. Goes off Lennon's mitt to the backstop. Rodriguez will tie his shoe. Revs down big, but looking for a strong inning, a clean inning. Looking to stay sharp. Liriano, who's been in the majors with the Padres and White Sox. There's the wind, the payoff, and he swings and skies it right center. Sanford coming over from center field. He'll call and makes the grab. 1-2-3 ninth for Alberto Rodriguez. Revs bullpen finishing with the final 3 innings all scoreless. And we'll go to the bottom of the 9th, 10-3 West Virginia.
I'm here with Kevin Smith from Smith Wealth Advisory Group of Janney Montgomery Scott, who was recently named by Forbes and the Financial Times as one of the best financial advisors not only in the state, but also in the country. Kevin, explain the meaning of your group's tagline, a wealth of knowledge about wealth.
We've built our reputation as one of the premier wealth advisors in the country for many reasons, not the least of which is our vast expertise about wealth in all its meanings and forms. Although traditionally wealth is viewed in a monetary context with all the challenges that entails, which we're fully equipped to address, true wealth has little to do with money. To me, being wealthy is more a state of mind centered upon happiness and contentment. It's memories and experiences with friends, family, and those you love. It's finding meaning and purpose, pursuing passions, chasing dreams, and embracing life for all it has to offer. That's the type of wealth our clients long for and that we help them achieve.
You've noted that your group is guided by a quote by Henry David Thoreau, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Tell me more about that.
It's so true. Being wealthy is really about experiencing the richness of life itself. When you think about it, it's not ultimately money that matters, but what money can do. We help our clients educate their children and grandchildren so that they can have promising futures. We help them retire comfortably, support worthwhile causes, and endow meaningful legacies. We help them age with dignity and so much more.
For all your financial planning, investment, and wealth management needs, contact Smith Wealth Advisory Group at 779-2769 or at smithwealthadvisory.com. Smith Wealth Advisory Group, helping you fully experience life. Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Head to the bottom of the 9th inning, West Virginia with right-hander Max Tannenbaum coming in. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. He was with Lexington for 4 appearances. And this is his 3rd with West Virginia. Overall, 1-0 with an ERA of 6. 6 innings, 7 runs, 4 earned. He has walked 8. And with West Virginia, 2 1/3 innings, just 1 run in his first 2 outings. So Jan Sanchez will lead it off. 1 for 3 tonight. First pitch from the righty, a swing and a miss. Rodriguez and Sanford do this inning as well. Tannenbaum, a 24-year-old from Coral Springs, Florida. Fires, and that's in the dirt and outside, skips away. Went to Babson College in New England, Massachusetts. Actually, it started his well, I don't know, I have no idea if they got paid. He deals, and it is inside, but one of the pop-ups last year, the Yinzer Baseball Confederacy, I assume they did. I don't know if guys just did it to get noticed. I assume they got something. But this is his first full pro season. There's the 2-1 fastball. There's a called strike. beginning his pro career basically in the Atlantic League. On the 2-2, and a swing and a miss, slider down and away. That is the first out here in the 9th. It's the 9th strikeout for West Virginia pitching tonight. Each of the last 4 outs on K's. Guzman struck out the side last inning despite York scoring twice. Here is Lennon Rodriguez, who's 0 for 3 tonight. 10-3 West Virginia as they look to win their 3rd straight head-to-head against York after the Revs took the first ever meeting. First one is high. Power, who were just 4-16 on the road entering play tonight, have played pretty well at home, 14-11. It's the 1-0 and a ground ball shortstop. Reyes backhands, gets rid of it, plenty of time. That's out number 2. Huh? Who's pitching?
Have Emmanuel Rosario on the StatCast.
That's not what we were told.
31 turned into 35 all of a sudden. One of those nights.
2 down. Here's Sanford, who takes down and away. Who do you think it is at this point? You don't want to commit either way?
Nope.
Here's the 1-0, and that is outside.
There's a reason I was engaged for 3 years, Darren. Fear of commitment.
Well put. Sanford 0 for 2 with a walk and a run. The pitch, that is a called strike. Well, I could give you everything on Rosario, but I kind of don't feel like it right now.
Yeah.
We just went through all that on Tannenbaum.
Well, now you know the full story on Tannenbaum when he comes in this series, if he does.
That's true. It's a good way to look at it. The 2-1, swinging a foul back upstairs. And that'll bounce down in front. Revs down to their final strike tonight. Rosario has his sign. He fires and misses high and wide, 3-2. Now the pitch, and that's high. Sanford is on the walk. That'll keep the game going. Well, assuming we have the right guy now. Rosario 0-1 with a 12.96 ERA in 4 outings, 1 start. Here's James Harris, who's 1 for 3. He walked and scored last inning. First pitch to him, fastball. It is a called strike. You're talking about when Harris was drafted by Tampa Bay, he was expecting to go like 3rd to 5th round. And his dad had fielded a call from Tampa Bay, knew he was going to go sooner than that, didn't tell anybody. And James was surprised and elated as Rosario delivers a strike, 0-2. Said that he went running down the street hollering. He was so excited they had to explain to the neighbors what had just happened. the stretch, the 0-2, and a swing and a miss. Slider gets him, and that will be it for this night as West Virginia takes the opener by a final score of 10-3. Stay tuned, post-game show is coming up next.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal opportunity lender.
Hey Revs fans, now's your chance to win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy. This season, during every home game at PeoplesBank Park, it's the all-new Shipley Energy Grand Slam inning. Each game, one inning will be designated, and one name will be selected as the contestant. If the Revs hit a Grand Slam that inning, you could win $5,000. To enter, stop by Fan Services and fill out your form, or enter via the York Revolution app or YorkRevolution.com. Sign up today and win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy this season.
Backed by popular demand, Grumpy Old Men, the musical, returns to the stage at Dutch Apple Dinner Theater, playing August 5th through September 4th. Based on the 1993 film, the story centers on two crotchety old neighbors, Max and John, who've been feuding most of their lives, but are reunited in friendship by their charming and eccentric new neighbor, Ariel. This laugh-out-loud story of family, friends, and romance is guaranteed to delight. For reservations, call the box office at 717-898-1900 or visit DutchApple.com.
New FM signal, new website. Visit us online at 989WOYK.com and take us on the go. Download the new WOYK app today.
Revs fall tonight, 10-3 is your final score. Daryl Henry, Ray Jensen back with you post-game. It ties a season-high 5-game losing streak after the Revs had set a season-high with a 4-game winning streak. 20-28, disappointing week. West Virginia now 19-27. And tonight, Ray, not the prettiest game, that's for sure. Ton of walks early for Johan Lopez that continued. Team record tying 14 walks tonight, and not easy to win like that.
No, it really wasn't. Like, the hits weren't super plentiful for the Power with 8, but you put those walks in and it becomes a much greater offense that the Power had in store for York tonight, and the pitching just wasn't with it through most of the night for York, unfortunately, which has been a shame because the bullpen prior to the Long Island road trip and this first part of the homestand, it was really good in the Lancaster series, but they just haven't been able to find it in these past couple of games or so. But plenty of time to right things, as the Power will see him again tomorrow and Thursday as well, but things had to get clicking a little more at the plate and on the mound for York. The defense, though, was the one bright spot, an error, but really not much else, as the Revs played a clean game in the field tonight.
Yeah, and made some really good plays at times as well, but tonight on the other side of things, ran into Eric Sekula, who's really been West Virginia's most consistent starter this year, and he gets the win. He was on top of his game tonight. Works at a frenetic pace. We saw that for the first time. And recapping things, Power scored twice in the first inning. Ugly first with 3 walks and an error and an infield hit that set the table. Alberto Callaspo, a bases-loaded walk for the first run. Edwin Espinal, a sac fly. And it was a 35-pitch first inning for Johan Lopez tonight. Conversely, on the other side, Sekula needed just 9 pitches in his first inning, so not a great beginning. And then West Virginia scoring another run in the second, couple more walks that inning. RBI ground out from Teodoro Martinez, got Miles Williams home to make it 3-0. Revs did get on the board in the bottom of the third inning. Jack Kenley reaching on a catcher's interference, scored from first when Melky Mesa struck an RBI double to left center, giving him a 10-game hitting streak. That made it 3-1, but the Power with 7 unanswered the next 3 innings, including 3 in both the 4th and 5th. Scott Kelly, 2-run single in the 4th, chased Johan Lopez, who went 3 1/3 tonight, giving up 6 runs, 4 earned, 4 hits. He walked 7, struck out 1. And then in the 5th, it was 3 more coming home. Brandon Fry got the first 2 outs very quickly, but then struggled with his control. Walk, hit batter, walk. Walked in a run with Liriano picking up an RBI, and then Alberto Callaspo, who forgot to mention he had an RBI single also in that 3-run 4th. Well, in the 3-run 5th, had a 2-run single up the middle, and he drove in a total of 4 on the night. That made it a 9-1 game. 1 more run in the 6th on a Connor Myers RBI triple to deep center field. Revs did finish the night. Final 3 innings scoreless. Rivera, Bell, Rodriguez, but not enough offense. Eric Sekula, 6 innings, 1 unearned run. Held the Revs to 4 hits. Offensively, they do have a good lineup. I think we all know that, but haven't done a whole lot the last, 3 of the last 4 games. Sunday they got to 7 runs, doing some damage late, but it's not totally clicking right now. And Sekula, 6 strong innings, gets the win. Alexis Candelario, 1-2-3 7th. Revs did get a pair of 2-out RBI singles from Nelly Rodriguez, Carlos Castro in the 8th. But that was all she wrote. 10-3, the final score tonight, as West Virginia wins it. So the Revs will try to snap this skid tomorrow. It'll be Duke Von Schaman getting the start. 6:30 first pitch once again. We will prep you for that, check the scores from elsewhere, and wrap